What would happen if one city could become the greatest sports city in the history of sports? Not just in football, not just in basketball, not just in baseball, but in all three. Think about it, cities like New York, LA, Dallas, Chicago, Boston, they've all had dominant teams in individual sports, but not one of those cities have ruled all three sports at the same time. So today, I'm attempting something crazy. I'm taking one city and I'm gonna try to win a championship in the NFL, the NBA, and the MLB. Can I build the world's greatest sports city of all time? Let's find out. Now here on YouTube, there's only one logical way to decide which team we use first. You guessed it, that's by spinning the wheel. But you might notice on this wheel, we have NYC 1, NYC 2, then we have Los Angeles 1 and Los Angeles 2. Now NYC 1 consists of the Knicks, the Giants, and the Yankees, while NYC 2 consists of the Nets, the Jets, and the Mets. And for Los Angeles, LA 1 is the Lakers, the Rams, and the Dodgers. And then for LA 2, we got the Clippers, the Chargers, and the Angels. So let's see who is going to be our very first title town rebuild. And it's going to be the city of Atlanta. Now, I'm actually glad that we got a city like this because it's not going to be that simple. First up, we have the Atlanta Hawks. Their one and only NBA championship came in 1958, and the team wasn't even based in Atlanta. They were still in St. Louis. Now, when it comes to the Atlanta Falcons, they have 0 Super Bowl wins, 2 Super Bowl appearances, and the most recent one is arguably one of the greatest choke jobs in American sports history. We all know the meme, 28-3. Lastly, we got the Atlanta Braves, probably the most ready-made team to win a championship here in this rebuild. Most recently winning the World Series in 2021. I went to every Atlanta Braves home game that postseason. So we begin things off here in football season with the Atlanta Falcons. Now, this is going to be last season's schedule, but we do have the updated rosters up to this point, and we made a couple of key roster moves as well. So we went ahead and signed Kevin Zeitler, who was a free agent, 35 overall, 13-year vet, still at 89 overall. He's not going to be here for a long time, but he should be a good piece to the puzzle this season. Then on the other side, we have aging wide receiver Stephon Diggs, who quite frankly was too good to pass up on, 87 overall. Probably not going to end up here in real life, but it is what it is. We're trying to win a chip. And he's going to be a perfect number 2 receiver to Drake London. Also here on the defensive side of the ball, boys, we got some good DBs. We got Marcus Lattimore. We picked him up. We got the Terrell brothers over here. We got a hidden depth trait in Xavier Watts. We got a hidden depth trait here in Walker. We got a hidden depth trait here in Walker. We also got Jesse Bates. The team is looking good all in all. We're at 84 overall total, 88 offense. The defense is what's a little lackluster right now as an 80. And I know they signed Tua IRL, but I'm still a little conflicted. He still got star depth trait, but I feel like it might be time for us to put Michael Penix as our QB and then just kind of let Tua, mentor him and everything like that. But we'll see how the first couple of games go and everything. So we're going to go ahead and sim to the midseason. And the kicker with this series is we're going to have to win the championship with all 3 sports in the same season, not just as long as we win one. I'm not sure how many seasons we're going to do. I might cap it at 5. I might cap it at 10, or we might just keep on going until we can get it done. So halfway done with the season, we're sitting at 2-4. Tua has 10 touchdown passes, 6 picks. He's really not getting the job done. So we're going to go ahead and make the switch to Michael Penix. Also, Bijan Robinson, 80 carries, 429 yards, 2 touchdowns. Looks like we're going to have to give him the ball a little bit more. And then through the air, Stephon Diggs, 29 for 368, 5 touchdowns. Drake London has 2 touchdowns. Bijan is tied for second on the team in receptions, but not finding the end zone a bunch. And then we also got rookie Zachariah Branch. So actually, Michael Penix's morale is down right now. It's sitting at a 49 overall. So I'm not really sure it's going to be best for us to put him in the starting spot. And we're running this West Coast zone scheme, but I don't feel like it's going to be working best for us here. So let's try to find us a different scheme that actually works. So vertical zone run, it looks like that vertical zone run is going to be what's best for us at 82%. And we're going to get a Packers offensive playbook a run here. I do know that in sim, the playbooks play a major part in Madden and everything like that. So let's go ahead and see what it does. And I do hate that you can't really change the philosophy when it comes to how much you pass, how much you throw and everything like that. But we're back at home here, man, fresh out of the halfway point. You know what I mean? Here in Atlanta in the AM Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And we're going to jump into this game just to see exactly how the boys are looking out here this season. Let's go ahead and sim to the next quarter here, boys. And let's see if we get on the board first on the Dolphins who Tua is going to be looking to get some get back on. We're up 7-0 going into the second quarter. Now, the Dolphins ain't really that good either, so it's not really a good test of what we can do, but I do want to see how well the guys can play going into the locker room up 7. The defense, again, is our weak point here, and if they keep the game close late, we'll jump in to see what we can do. So going into the fourth quarter here, the score is 17-6. Let's go ahead. We're gonna jump forward slowly. So we caught an interception. Shout out to our guy Diablo, and just like that, we get a 15-yard touchdown pass to Alameda. So we get a 40, and just like that, we get a 15-yard touchdown pass to Alameda Zacchaeus. So we're gonna go up 24-7 here. The defense is looking good, creating turnovers, getting stops. Dolphins driving down the field a little bit here, taking a lot of time off the clock, and they finally punched it in there up 10. But we're just going to be looking to run the clock out here and maybe even punch it in and score some points. Bijan Robinson picks up 10 yards there on the ground. Just a minute 24 left, 4th and 16. We're going to settle for 3, up 14, and that's pretty much going to do it. And we're going to win this ball game, and we are 1 win away from being back to 500. So with that playbook switch, Tua plays a lot better off rip. 15 for 21, 180 yards, 71% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks. On the ground, Bijan 18 for 96, still didn't get into the end zone there. And through the air, Drake London 5 for 77 and a touchdown. Stephon Diggs 3 for 29, a touchdown for Kyle Pitts and a touchdown for Zacchaeus, as he made the most of his day with his 1 catch. Now here's a real test for us, boys. On the road, Gillette Stadium. The precipitation is coming down. A team that just played in the Super Bowl a year ago. They're 7-1 on the year. They got Gronk ringing the bell. It's going to be a tough game out here for us today. So Mike Vrabel, even with his controversy going on, got his squad playing well. 7-7, going into the second quarter here. And we're going band for them boys right now. And we're down going into the locker room. Down 10 here. Let's slow things up. Here. Let's see if we can get Drake May and this offense off the field. 4th and 1, we're going to force them to punt. And let's go ahead and see exactly what Tua and this offense can put together. All right, boys. At our own 20, Tua in shotgun, Bijan in the backfield. We got a man in motion here. I just want to see Tua make smart plays. That's a smart play, turn around, handing off to Bijan Robinson, and he's going to pick up 5 yards. All right, boys, I just want to see the chains. Keep the chains moving here. All right, he's going to turn around, hand that one off to Bijan once again. He breaks a tackle. First down. Yes, sir, you know the vibes. That's what we need out of you, 7. Let's go. All right, so we pick up a first down. We don't go 3 and out. That's already a plus. Another hand, no, it's an option. Tua holds on to it. I don't know what type of play call that was, Raheem. So we lose a yard here, 2nd and 11. Can't really take any negative plays against a team of this magnitude with this offense. They only rush 4. Tua taking a shot deep. He has Drake London. He's going off to the races. 10-5, touchdown. Those cops, my apologies. Kyle Pitts beats his man down the seam, and he's in the end zone. Let's go. I don't know why I thought that 8 was a 5, but nonetheless, Kyle Pitts is a matchup nightmare, but he doesn't always show in real life as a person who's drafted him the last couple seasons in fantasy. We got his star receiver from last year, Stephon Diggs. He's going to go ahead with the check down there. Travion Henderson picks up the first down and more, and they immediately get the chains moving. Less than a minute left here in this third quarter. We want to get these boys off the field, bro. You know what I mean? Drake May had played an amazing season last year. He's playing well in this game so far. A little jet pass sweep, and we are going to meet him at the line of scrimmage. He does still pick up a couple. 7-1 versus 3-4. This would be a big game, big boost of momentum for our guys. They're going to hand that one off to Travion, and there's going to be a lot of white jerseys there to make the play. Drake May in shotgun. He's back to pass, surveying. He's got a man open, and that's going to be a first down for the Patriots. Our DBs are low-key supposed to be some of the best parts of our defense. You know what I mean? We need a little bit of, we're in the backfield there. No, big hit. Let's go. Travion Henderson limping back to the huddle there. Big time tackle. The hole opened up, and we were there to make the play. Drake May empty backfield set, back to pass right over the middle, and he breaks the tackle, but finally we bring him down. They only pick up 2. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 here. Can our defense get off the field, boys? Can our defense get off the field here? We got a man in motion. They're bringing a lot of pressure, and Drake May eludes the pressure. He's getting out of the pocket, and he's going to pick up the first down, sliding. What is going on here? 3rd and 6, 3rd and long once again. Can this Falcons defense get off the field on 3rd down, boys? That has been their kryptonite so far. Drake May passing, surveying. He slips in the wet circumstances. Ball's tipping up in the air. It's got to be picked off. What are we doing? 3. We gotta find the ball. You doing the LeBron Selly, but you should have caught a pick. All right, guys, and the Packers are gonna run out the clock here, and we lose the heartbreaker on the road. This game was very, very winnable, but our defense, which we knew was our weakest link, continues to show exactly why they are that. So we're 11 games into the season, and the whole entire NFC South is abysmal, absolute trash. We're leading the division right now at 4-7. Can't complain, can't hate. A division win is a division win, but somebody's got to do something, brother. All right, guys, so we're starting to run away with things a little bit here. We're 6-7. We got the 3-10 Bucks on the road. Let's go ahead and jump into this game and see if we can get a dub. So sadly enough, as a division winner, we automatically get a bid to go to the playoffs. So take a look at the playoff picture with 3 games left in the season. We are due to play the Chicago Bears. All right, boys, big game on the road here, Raymond James, and we're down 10-0 to start things off. Slow it down a little bit, and we are working our way back and forth defensive battle, down 6 here. Now we're down 3. Let's go ahead and take it one play at a time. 28-yard pass. We are moving, grooving, sliding. All right, we just lost yards there, taking a sack. Do we get 3 out of that? We do. We tie this one up in the third quarter. Can defense get a stop? Can they get off the field? They do. We force a punt. Okay, we're going to play a little bit of red zone here. All right, big bomb, 28 yards to Stephon Diggs. Penalty on the defense. Okay, first down. All right, we're approaching the red zone, and we are inside the red zone at the 12-yard line. Let's jump in and see if Tua and the boys can finish the drive. All right, boys, here we go. Working on the clock here a little bit in the third quarter. Can we hike it? We do. It's a stretch play to Bijan, and he is met behind the line. 2nd and 13 here. We should be walking around with points no matter what. Should. We've seen some crazier things happen. Tua back to pass. He's going to check it down to Bijan. Can he make a man miss? Good tackle by the linebacker. I can't even hold you. All right, it's all good. 13-13, 3rd and 14. Just don't force the ball anywhere, Tua. We want to pick up the first. We want to score, but not by any means. Tua back to pass. He's thrown out of a sack and almost brought down in the back of the end zone by Zachariah Branch. So we're going to go ahead and settle for the 3. All right, can the kicker finish the job? He does. All right. See what the defense can do here. 3rd and 5 with Baker and the boys, and they do pick up the first 12-yard pickup by Ibuka. That was a W combo in fantasy for me this last year. I'm not gonna lie. Started the 4th quarter. Bucky Irvin picks up 6. 13-yard pass to Jalen McMillan. 6-yard pickup by Bucky Irvin. All right, 9-yard run by Bucky Irvin. Can we get a stop defense? Baker Mayfield in this offense is moving. 3rd and 8 here. This is gonna be a big time play for our defense. Let's jump in here and see what they can do. All right, Baker has his running back in the backfield, all good. Man in motion. Going back the other way. All right, running back's coming out of the backfield. Pressure on Baker. We hit him. He delivers a strike, but 4th down, boys. We will be forcing the kick. All right, boys. It is 4:19 left in this ball game, and we're going to see if Tua and the squad could come through, march down the field, and get some points. We are at our own 20-yard line. Tua's going to be under center. We got Bijan in the backfield, probably getting the ball first. It's a play action. Great play call there, and we're going to pick up a good chunk of yards, 4. But, you know, every positive yard is better than negative yards, and it's going to keep the drive moving and everything like that, making the 3rd downs much manageable. They only rush 3. Tua has a lot of time to pass. He's going to go to Drake London. That's going to be a 1st down. He's out of bounds at the 35. You know what I'm saying? When he's not on his back, you know, getting concussions and everything like that. He hasn't really looked bad at all. We hand that one off to Bijan, and he's going to break free a little bit, picking up 8. Great blocking there by the O-line. Can't ask for much more. Doing this offense are really looking good here on the road. But this is a big game, though. Even though our record is trash, you know what I mean? We can go 500 at 7-7 as Bijan is met in the backfield there. Only 48 yards on the ground today. We rank 8th in the league in rushing yards. But it's been a tough day at the office here. And it looks like Coach is working on his clock a little bit. You know what I mean? True clock is on some, but we want to leave enough time for ourselves here. 35. Tua back to pass. He's got a man open, and he's down inside the 20-yard line. It is Zachariah Branch. Tua, have yourself a day. Over 230 here in this game. A touchdown, no picks. We just got to keep it clean here, take some of this clock. We hand that one off to Bijan. And look how much better the computer runs the ball in Madden than what they do on college football. I need college football's logic to get a little bit like this, but empty backfield set here for Tua. He gets a snap. They only rush 4. Easy pitch and catch over the middle to Kyle Pitts, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Not going to lie, I didn't expect us to make the playoffs with our record, but then I started noticing our division games. I'm like, hold on. If everybody's trash. Are we in the lead? And we damn sure was. Tua back to pass, and that's almost an interception. That's one of the most Tua things you could do. 4th and 4, we're drive stalls out. We got to settle for 3 here. Are we actually going to be able to get our 3? We do. 19-16 is your score. All right, defense. Can you get us off the field here? 12-yard pickup to start things off. 2nd and 10. 3rd and 4. They pick up the first down. 47 seconds left. They have 1 timeout. We're going to jump into this one. It looks like we're in field goal range already, but can we force a turnover? We got to keep them out of the end zone, but can we force a turnover? They have 1 timeout left. We do still have all 3. Baker Mayfield is going to hand this one off to Bucky Irvin. He's got a lot of room to run up front. He's going to be just shy of the first down. The Bucs used their last timeout. Baker Mayfield in shotgun here. Do we blitz or do we only rush to 4? We only rush 4. We're in the coverage. Baker taking a shot, and it's dropped. Good defense. Way to play through the ball, AJ. AJ Terrell knocking that ball loose, man. You can't ask for nothing better. Come on. We're good here. We're good here. 30 seconds left. Baker back to pass. We bring 4 off the edge. Big sack. Come here. Harrison with his first sack of the ball game, baby. That's huge. That's clutch. All right. So this is not a chip shot. This is not a chip shot. We're going to try to ice the kicker. We're going to try to ice the kicker. It's here at home, but that makes the field goal a lot harder, a lot more difficult of a field goal, boys. A lot more difficult of a field goal. It's not a chip shot. 6 seconds left in this ball game. All right. We block it. We block it. We block the kick. Let's go. Can we scoop it up? Somebody pick it up so the game can be over. We finally get it. And the Falcons are going to win this ball game, and we improve to 7-7 on the year. Let's go. And we do end the season 9-8, above 500, taking on the 10-7 Packers. But before we jump into that game, let's take a look at what our stats were in the regular season. Tua threw for 3,600 yards, 37 touchdowns, 6 in the NFL with that. Bijan Robinson, 6 in the NFL with rushing yards. He didn't score a lot of touchdowns this year, though. And Stephon Diggs, 8th in the NFL in receiving yards, 1st with touchdowns. He had 20 receiving touchdowns this year. So Tua, who had a shaky start to the year, boys, we changed our playbook, we changed our philosophy, and he really stepped his stuff up here in this season. And Stephon Diggs, what a year. What a pickup for us, right? 81 catches, 1,100 yards, the only 1,000-yard receiver we had, 20 touchdowns, 7 for Drake May, who lost, some touches to Stephon Diggs, but Stephon Diggs is more of the home run hitter. Zachariah Branch, 2 touchdowns. Kyle Pitts, 53 catches, 5 touchdowns. Devon Diablo led us in tackles with 157 total, 100 solo. Jesse Bates had 114. Christian Harris had 100. Tackle for loss leader is going to be Zach Harrison with 8. Our sack leader is going to be Ontario Thompson with 6.5. Jalen Walker has 6. James Pierce Jr. only had 2. I need you to clean it up, my guy. In what world did you see us hosting a playoff game, boys, and going up 7-0 instead of playoff game? Tied up now, back and forth, defensive struggle. Who would have thought we'd be in a defensive struggle? Can we go up 2 scores here? We do. We're up 10. Hold on. We're up 10. Let's keep it. Let's take it slow. 24-7 up on the Packers right now. We are in the driver's seat to move on to the next round. All right, up 10. We answer back with another touchdown. We get 3 more. We're up 20, and that is going to be the ball game. The Falcons win their wild card round. We improved to 10-8 on the season. It's different here in the A when you got to come on the road. You got to play in front of the faithful, boys. We turned up out here, bro. Let's get it. So Tua played his tail off, bro. 2 for 351, 68% completion percentage. Our defense gave Jordan Love an absolute fit. Tua did end up throwing a pick. Bijan only ran for 45, but he found the end zone 2 times. Drake London said, hey, don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. Jim Jones' voice, 9 receptions, 116 yards. Kyle Pitts, 8 for 67. But Stephon Diggs, the man, the myth, the legend, 7 for 132 and a touchdown. It doesn't get much bigger than that. All right, boys, it's getting real. But guess what? We are at home once again. We're welcoming in the Detroit Lions. Being a division winner has its perks. You know what I mean? We were also a 4 seed. Take a look at the bracket here. They're the 5th seed. No, we ended up being the 3 seed. Dang, okay. We're the 3 seed here. And we're taking the 5th seed. The Lions beat the Eagles, and the Seahawks bumped off the Bears. They'll be taking on the San Francisco 49ers. In the AFC side, you got the Bills who are taking on the Ravens, who beat the Chiefs. The Bengals lost by 1 to the Pats, and the Chargers beat the Jags. All right, boys, let's see if we can hold it down here. Defense playing strong. We go up and strike first. They answer back. That's going to be the end of the first quarter here. All right, let's go ahead and jump to the next quarter. And we get 3. We hold them to 3. Can we punch it in? We get 7. And we go into the locker room up 7, boys. Okay. Liking where we are right now. Can we go down and score again? We do. We go up 3. We get 3. We got a 10-point lead heading into the fourth quarter, boys. Defense is playing amazing. They finally go down to get 3. Hold on. This is a big, big drive. Oh, wait. They got the ball back. And first and goal, they punch it in. Tua, this is your moment. This is your moment, Tua. It's time to immortalize yourself here in Atlanta. I mean, you've been playing great, down the stretch of the season. Defense, you know what I mean, got a little lackadaisical. 4-point deficit right now. 2-minute warning. Here we go. We got a man in motion. He's going back. It's going to be a handoff to Bijan, and he's met in the backfield, and we lose yards to start the drive. That's not how we want to begin. All right, back to pass. They only bring 4. Tua's going to go to Bijan. He's too fast. First down. Keep it moving. All right. Why are we using a timeout so early? We're using a timeout way too early. Way too early to be using a timeout there, Raheem. Way too early, bro. Here we go. Back to pass. They only bring 4. We got another man over the middle. That's a good chunk. Tua 85 yards, a touchdown and a pick today. That's one of the main reasons why we're losing, unless Bijan's just going crazy. Empty backfield said, do not run that ball. Just throw it from the pocket, brother. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. Here we go. 2 timeouts. 4 down territory, obviously. They're blitzing. They bring it. Tua. Way to elude the blitz, going over the middle. He hits his man. First down, Stephon Diggs. Tua over 100 yards finally on the day. On the ball, fellas. Do not spike it. No need to spike it. Let's run a play. All right, here we go. Do they blitz or do they stay at home? All right, they only bring the 4. Tua throwing off his foot. He's got a man. That's a dive drop. Oh, it's caught. Stephon Diggs with the catch inside at 10. I thought he dropped it, bro. Oh, my gosh. Here we go. We got to punch it in. The field goal does nothing for us. The sack. It's going to be a sack. Terrible play call being under center. 2nd and goal. I mean, there's really nothing Tua could do right there. Back to pass. They only bring 4. Tua to the end zone. Touchdown, Drake May. What a dot. Way to stretch it out. Way to fight for it. Come on, baby. Enjoy the light show. What a drive by Tua. I told you, Tua's been playing amazing these whole entire playoffs. That is a make or break drive right there for Tua. Jared Goff, whatever you want to call him, in shotgun. He has Gibbs next to him. We're going to bring the pressure. He hits his man over the middle. That's going to be a first down. 21 seconds left. They do only need to get in field goal range, boys. They only need to get in field goal range. 1 timeout. They're not across the 50 yet, though. They're not across the 50. You got to keep them in bounds. Got to force them to use that last timeout. Maybe even get a sack. Only bring it 3. It went 3. We get pressure up the middle. Let's go. What a freaking disaster for the Lions, but what amazing stuff for us. 18 seconds left. Still only rushing 3. Goff's going to check that one down. It's a throwaway. 3rd and 17. 3rd and very, very long. Only rushing 3 again, 8 in coverage. I'm not mad at it. Jared Goff back to pass. He's going to throw it away once again. This is for the ball game. 10 seconds. 4th and 17 here, boys. 4th and 17. This time it looks like we're going to rush 4, or at least we're just going to have a spy or somebody guarding Jahmyr Gibbs. 10 seconds. We're still only bringing 3. Gibbs is in max protect. Goff is taking a shot deep. Oh, my goodness. Make a play. It is picked off by Terrell. Picked up by A.J. Terrell Jr., and that is going to be the ball game as the Falcons are moving on to the conference championship. What a play. The Falcons win another one here, boys. The Falcons win another one. They are getting, sometimes you just got to get hot at the right time, and right now we are that team. Every year in the playoffs, there's always that one team who gets hot late, and you got to be careful of them. Can we get a magical Super Bowl? We already know that Tua didn't have a big game, but he played well when he needed it most. Goff threw 2 picks, though. Bijan, 16 for 85. Jahmyr Gibbs had 2 touchdowns on us. Tua ran for a touchdown. Drake London had our 1 touchdown, obviously, in that last drive, 3 for 29. Stephon Diggs, 5 for 68. He had a pretty big day, just couldn't find the end zone. All right, boys. So we're facing the real reigning champs, who also went 9-8 this year. If I'm not mistaken, they beat us pretty badly when we played them earlier this year. None of that matters. None. Only thing that matters is if we can get a dub here in this game. Take a look at the rest of the playoffs. The Bills lost to Lamar Jackson. The Pats beat the Chargers. So we got Pats, Ravens, Falcons, Seahawks. The 6 and 7 seed made it in the AFC side. The 3rd and 7th seed made it over here in the NFC side. Can we win? Can we win one more to get to the chip? All right, boys, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We've had home field advantage throughout the whole entire playoffs. That's bugged out. That is really and truly bugged out that's what it's been, bro. Come on, boys. Seahawks go down and score. We are unable to answer back. Defense, all right, gives up 3, down 10-0 here, 13-0. Offense is really struggling. 21-zip. We finally get on the board. There's enough time left, but we just cannot score. And this is where the magical run ends. 24-7. Sam Darnold and the boys come out here and beat the brakes off here at home, man. Hey, what a season. What a season. By no means that I think we had a shot at even being good this year, boys. I didn't think we had a shot at being good this year, boys. And that's it. Hey, Tua just couldn't keep up with Sam Darnold, bro. Stephon Diggs had a touchdown, 5 for 30. 5 catches, only 30 yards, bro. That's tough right there. Absolutely tough, man. Dang. Season 1 for the Falcons looked like it could have been something crazy special, but we just fall short. Stephon Diggs is the starting wide receiver for the NFC in the Pro Bowl. I mean, are you really surprised about that with the way he played? I'm not. Oh, Zeitler. Kevin Zeitler, who we also picked up this year, is going to be a Pro Bowler. He's going to be the 2nd string right guard. You know what I mean? So our guys just played extremely well. Devon Diablo is going to be a Pro Bowler as well. AJ Terrell Jr. is a Pro Bowler. So we had some dogs out here this season who really, really played their butts off. So jumping into our first offseason / first season with the Atlanta Hawks, we have a 6.7 chance of getting the #1 overall pick. We just got the #1 pick. We just got the #1 pick in the draft. And when I tell you that we mauled over this pick for the longest time, I'm talking 15 minutes. But we then finally take AJ DeBansta with the #1 overall pick. With the #2 pick, the Bulls take Darren Peterson, and let me tell you, he's going to make us pay. And taking a look at the roster coming into season #1 with the basketball team, Jalen Johnson is our best player, of course, as a 91. We got Nikhil Alexander-Walker. We showed you that we drafted AJ DeBonsta. We got Konkwu. Risha is coming through. Dyson Daniels is actually, his morale is a little low right now. Not really sure what he has going on, but let's go ahead and look into that. Said he's fed up about his current situation, but he's a starter on the team. Old man CJ McCollum is actually holding us down this season. He's averaging 20 points. And we even gave Ben Simmons another chance to be our backup point guard. He's getting some good solid minutes for us week in and week out. And then AJ DeBansta, he's averaging 18 off the bench right now. So just imagine once he gets in that starting spot, I kind of would have put him in there over Dyson. But for right now, we're going to leave it as it is because the team is playing well. Picking up right where we left off with the basketball team. We were late in the playoffs. It was February. So we're going to pick up with the basketball team right here in February as well. Take a look at the standings, boys. We are currently as the 6th seed, 25-24. 11.5 games back from the Pistons, who are the #1 seed. Knicks are right behind them. Cavs are in the mix as well. But 4 through 10, which would be the play-in tournament and all that stuff, we are pretty much all around the same. The top is the top, and it's a big difference. Same thing over here on the Western Conference side as well. Today is the last day of the trade deadline, and with Daniels being as pissed off as he is, he's making a lot of money. 4 years, 100 mil, 25 M's. I want to see if we can find some suitors for him, get rid of him, maybe bring in some guys who are willing and wanting to play, be key contributors to this team. We also picked up Rozier in the offseason. Now, picking up Walker Kessler would give us some depth at the big man position that we really don't have. Same thing there with Jalen Smith. But just really looking through these options. Peyton Pritchard, don't want to, he's actually not making that much money, 16 M's to be a backup. But, you know, I think we're good there. I want to give them a first round pick. John Morant, so definitely don't want to do that. That would have been a huge trade, though, because I really do want that point guard. Anunoby just, almost won Finals MVP. We're not gonna trade for him. That's super duper unrealistic. I won't do that. Especially we got DeBansta. Jaden Ivey is a guard who I like that can come in and make a splash day one, but Alexander Walker's playing well. And again, CJ McCollum is averaging 20. So I'm not just going to trade him for anybody. Dylan Brooks just had an all-star year, and he's coming up on a contract. Jaron McCain is somebody I actually try to sign in the offseason or trade for in the offseason. We can get Caruso out of that as well. He will probably end up taking McCollum's spot, but I don't really know if I'm ready to relinquish CJ's starting role, because even though he's 35, 36 years old, you know what I'm saying, he's still producing. So I won't just. And it looks like you can't really throw your picks in a draft in a trade finder no more. Oh, yes, you can. You got to hit L3. That's on me for being stupid. I didn't know that. Let's see, 2028 draft pick with Dyson Daniels. This Walker Kessler trade is like, should I do it? But we got Jalen Johnson, but we also got Konku. I don't need that much depth where I pretty much have like a starting level center that can go. Derek White, not really the scoring we're looking for. Let's take a look at the year. So Jeremy McCain's averaging 14 right now behind Shea, which isn't bad because Shea, is going to get a lot of shots and get a lot of minutes. And he's averaging 31. That might be the move, because then the Banster could start. I wouldn't mind CJ being like my top guy off the bench. But, with Daniels already being paid here, he's averaging 7 points a game. That'd be a nice trade, nice switch up. Even though he's really supposed to be an 85 overall and already paid. Jeremy McCain is coming up on a contract. See, this is bad. We probably should have really traded this dude. 31 minutes a game, 2 points, 9 boards, 3 assists. He only took 2 shots, went 1 for 2. Like, he's got to be a little bit more aggressive than that. His points have just been going down season after season after season. All right, we're seeing a lot more W's this month. We're over 500 by 3 games. We lose the Warriors, beat the Nets, beat the Pacers. We got to beat the Bulls. They're ass. I'm a Bulls fan. We lose to them, beat the Nets, beat the Kings. All right, so we're over 40 wins on the year. Good. Right now, 4th in the conference. Our last game of the season versus Trae Young. You know what I mean? Former Hawk. Let's see what this game looks like. We're at home. We're playing well. Got a double-digit lead. And are we going to run away with it? No, they're keeping it kind of close. Nope, back up double digits again. And we are indeed going to run away with this game. And Victor Wembanyama, Victor Long name as I like to call him, he wins MVP. 28, 14, 5, 2, 3. 55% from the field. 82% from the free throw line, 41% from 3. Darren Peterson wins Rookie of the Year. I thought Devance was going to win that for sure, but he got the keys to this ship in Chicago. Jalen Green wins 6th man. Jalen Green wins the 6th man of the year. Victor wins Defensive Player of the Year, of course. He also wins Most Improved. That's crazy. Clutch Player of the Year goes to Jaylen Brown. Mike Brown wins Coach of the Year again with the Knicks. Nathan Mack, Executive of the Year. Karl-Anthony Towns won the NBA Cup MVP. We don't have any first-team All-NBA. We don't have any second-team All-NBA. But Jalen Johnson does make third-team All-NBA, so that's going to help make him cost a lot more money. We don't have anybody. Nope. We don't have anybody on the defensive teams. Jokic made a defensive team. Yeah, okay. The Banster did make the all-rookie team. He ended up averaging 19 off the bench for the most part. So he played extremely well. Acuff averaged 17. Berry's averaged 10. Boozer averaged 18. And yeah, Peterson just really did the damn thing. And of course, we are in the playoffs. We're going to be a 4 seed. And we're taking on Peterson and the Bulls. So go ahead and simulate the plan. Indianapolis makes it. They beat the Raptors. Tyrese Halliburton 28 and 17 in the closeout game. All right, so let's see what we do against the Bulls here. We're at home court advantage, and we're off to a big lead here. Yep, double-digit lead. The boys really came and showed out. 120 to one single digits. 128, 115 is going to be your final score in the first game. The Banster, rookie, very first playoff game. 13 for 19, 2 for 3 from the free throw line, 28. CJ McCollum continues to just ball for us this year. Even at his age, Jalen Johnson did his thing. And this man, Dyson Daniels, he's going in the offseason. I'm not going to lie. Let's go ahead and change up our game plan a little bit here. It is the playoffs, and the Banster finally gets in the starting spot. And in the playoffs, we can't go so deep. We're gonna go 8-man rotation tops. All right, so this is what the new rotation is looking like. That should be A1. Let's see what game 2 is hitting on. Back at home, new rotation, and we get off to a big start, big jump. And we're not going to have to jump into this one. Oh, my goodness. We had 100 in the third. We win this one 141-98. The Banster, 36 points in his debut, 26 for McCollum, 24 for Jalen Johnson. Alexander Walker with 20. Richard Sher with 12. Now, Ben Simmons had more points than you, bro. You got to shoot the ball. I'm not sure what's good with his tendencies, but Peterson is playing his butt off, too. He's averaging 20 in the playoffs so far. But the Banster, the monster, however you say it, he's averaging 32 in the playoffs right now. I'm also just realizing that my camera has been off a lot of this film, but it is what it is. It's all the same. It's all the same premise. All right, so game 3, we're going on the road to the United Center. Do the Bulls have what it takes to fight back? Looks like this might be a game we get to jump into and see our guys play. And no, the Bulls are off to a big lead, 20-point lead. We're trying to fight our way back into the game here, but it looks like it's just going to be too much. Yep, 130-113 is your final score. Peterson with a triple-double, 27, 11, and 12. McCollum with 25, a double-double for the Banster, 23 for 11. He didn't shoot that well, though. And the supporting cast was there. You know what I mean? They tried. So tied series here. Peterson gives us another triple-double. Back-to-back triple-doubles for Peterson. The Banster, 19 and 10, another double-double. Richard Sher leads us in scoring, but Jalen Johnson just couldn't get it going. He only took 9 shots. All right, boys, we're back at home here. Back at home. And a series doesn't start until somebody wins on the road. And as of right now, that hasn't happened, but this game is pretty back and forth here late in the fourth. All right, boys, up to it here with the ball. CJ McCollum working it around. I'm going to have to change the camera view. And he's going to go all the way around Peterson. Why would he kick that out to Richard Sher? Why would we take a 3 when we have an easy layup? On this episode of 2K, just be doing wild stuff, bro. Great defense there by Daniels, even though he hasn't been playing that well. They kick it out for a 3. Trey Jones misses it. Okonkwo on the boards. They don't have to foul yet. The Banster with the ball around his matchup pretty easily. And he lays that one up with the left hand. They kick it out to Giddey. We're all over that shot. That's not going in. Great defense. AJ with the board. He passed it off to Richard Sher, and we're just going to shoot these free throws. All right, boys. Richard Sher led us in scoring with 23. 20 for AJ McCollum. AJ had 14 and 7 in his first non-20-point game in the playoffs. Peterson gave us 27. Luckily, not a triple-double again, and we got a dub. All right, fellas, can we finally win on the road here in the United Center? It looks like we will. We got out to a big jump, big lead to start things off, and we're going to be sending Chicago. Well, letting them stay home as we put up 129. We win 129-82. Here in the closeout game, we actually held Peterson at bay, 4 for 14 shooting, 0 for 5 from 3. CJ McCollum with 32, the Banster with 31 and 7. And then, the rest of the supporting cast had double digits, except for Daniels, who just can't seem to find his rhythm. Ben Simmons is averaging 10 in these playoffs. All right, so back at home versus the Pacers here. Let's see what Hallie and them boys can do, because that's what we're going up against. So we get off to a big lead again, per usual. Here at home, we put up almost 100 before the third quarter. We win this one 123-107. Take a look at the box score here. CJ with 22. Richard Sher. Look, you're not going to beat us when 4 people got 20. We win game 2. We win game 3, and we're going for the sweep here on the road in Indianapolis. Do they play with pride, or do they just let us come in, and do what it is we want to do in their house? No. Well, yeah, it was a close game late. We ended up running away with it. So in game 1, we already know what the big 4 did on the squad. In game 2, Chig led us in scoring 27 and 11, 24 for CJ. Jalen Johnson with a double-double. The Banster with 17. In game 3, the Banster led us in scoring again. CJ and Nikhil Alexander-Walker right behind him. And then in the sweep, the Banster led all scored. Nope, he just led us with 26 and 2. He didn't shoot the greatest from the field, but then the rest of the supporting cast did their thing. Conference finals is not going to be easy. We got the number 2 seed in Cade Cunningham and them boys. And we're starting off on the road, a place we haven't played the greatest this whole entire playoff run. But right now we got a lead in this game. And y'all seen all the moves. I haven't done nothing crazy. This team is just overachieving early on. 94-94, back and forth game with 3 minutes left. We're up 7 now, just that fast. I was going to jump in, but there's no. Oh, wait, we lose that game. We end up losing that game late in the fourth quarter. Asar Thompson gives us 28-11. Cunningham shot like trash. The Bannister had 30, and we lost late in that game. Ain't no way. I didn't mean to hit simulate round. I meant to hit simulate game. And we lose in 5. And now it's official. The Thunder end up winning the championship. And SGA is going to be your finals MVP. Cade and them boys couldn't get it done. I'm really salty about us, though. Game 1, we know what happened. Game 2, the band still went crazy. K gave us 48 in game 3. That's what did it. They beat the brakes off of us. Game 4, AJ did his thing. We still lost by 12. K gave us 30 and 11. Durant gave us 29. Then in game 5, 27 from K, 23 from Norman Powell. CJ with 33, 19 from Johnson, but nobody else really showed up. But our rookie played great the whole entire playoffs. I'm not going to be like, oh, you should have been that guy. When we had other guys out there. But CJ McCollum has been the man here at 35 years old. So picking up here in June after the NBA playoffs, the Braves are sitting 2.5 games back behind the Mets in the NL East. And just taking a look at the lineup so far, Matt Olson is hitting 277, 9 home runs, 21 RBIs. Ronald Acuna hitting 315 with 11 bombs, 36 ribs. Austin Riley only hitting 249, 9 home runs, 36 RBIs. Sean Murphy's on a little bit of a cold streak, hitting 241 with 7 bombs. Ozzie Albies 267, around what he's going to hit every year, 7 home runs, 32 RBIs. Mike Yastrzemski 273, 5 home runs. Drake Baldwin is having a very, very down year. Why is he in center field? I have no clue. I'm not really sure what the sim did here. Michael Harris was injured, but putting Drake Baldwin in center field is definitely not the move. Eli White versus righties is out in left, hitting 253 with 11 bombs. And Marcio Dubon hitting 283, 5 home runs. That's short. Our rotation, Chris Sale is just not an ace this year. 5-8, 3.13 ERA though, so low ERA. We're just not scoring a lot of runs for him. Ronaldo Lopez 6-7, 5-2 for Grant Holmes. Surprising. Spencer Strider struggling at 3-6. Jose Suarez is 3-0. He's recently called up because here in AAA, for whatever reason, Spencer Schwellenbach got sent down. I'm not sure if he's working his way back from an injury or not, but we got to get him back up with the big league club. So at the end of June, we're sitting at 44-41, still 2.5 games back, but the Phillies have moved a half game above us. And what is 2 games behind the Mets here in July? We got a 4-game series with them right before the All-Star break. So we're going to jump into these games and see what it is we can make do. All right, we got Reynaldo Lopez on a bump. He's 7-8, 4.81 ERA, absolutely abysmal. But here we are. So Lindor leads the game off with a single. We walk Juan Soto. We get a big double play. Mark Vientos grounds out. Matt Olson leading off for us here. He strikes out. Acuna gets a single. We're going to go ahead and have him still second. Can Yastrzemski bring in a run? He does. Switches places with Acuna with his own double. Sean Murphy strikes out. And then we're going to strain Yastrzemski on second. All right, coming here in the top of the first. See if we can get out of this inning here. We got bases juice, 2 outs. Frankie Lindor up to bat, and we get him to line out. Austin Riley leading us off here in the second, strikeout. Then we get a single from Eli White. Ozzie Albies flies out, and then we get a fielder's choice. Juan Soto with a single. We get a double play on Alvarez. We get a fly out here. All right, so we got runners on first and second, back-to-back singles. Mike Yastrzemski already has a big RBI here today. He pops up. That brings up Sean Murphy. He strikes out. Can Michael Harris bring in a run? He grounds out, so we strain 2. And right now, this game is pretty back and forth. We hit into a double play there. Reynaldo Lopez is pitching well. We get another single by Matt Olson. We get a fielder's choice on Ronald Acuna, and then we get a ground out. If Reynaldo Lopez gives up too many base runners here, like a double, we're going to go ahead and make a pitching change. We're going to go to the bullpen here in the top of the 6th. So let's see. We got our Alvarez up. Then we got Vientos. Then we got Beatty. So we're going to go with a righty, let's say Joel Payamps. We're going to bring him in, see if he can work out of this jam. He walks Alvarez. We get a pop-up, and we get a double play to get out of the inning. Sean Murphy leading this off here in the bottom of the 6th. We get a pop-out, a ground out, and then Austin Riley grounds out. Bo Bichette, we walk him. Marcus Semien strikes out. We get a stolen base, but we do get a strikeout, and then we get out of that inning. All right, so they're going to bring in Reed Garrett here. Eli White flies out. Ozzie Albies flies out. Dubon walks. That brings up Matt Olson. And he hits a 2-run bomb. That is absolutely huge. Back-to-back bombs. Ronald Acuna goes deep. Let's go. And they're going to make another pitching change. Sean Manaea works out of that jam. Joel Payamps, we're going to go ahead and take him out. We got switch left-right. We're going to go ahead and bring in Aaron Bummer here out of the pen. We get a fly out. We get an error. We get a single, runners on first and second, big strikeout. We get a pop-up here in the bottom of the 8th inning with a 4-run lead. Sean Murphy leads us off with a single. Harris gets a single first and second. Austin Riley, he flies out. Eli White strikes out, and Ozzie Albies flies out. Nothing going here. Here in the top of the 9th, Bummer gets 1. He gets 2. And he's going to get a 2-inning save here. And Reynaldo Lopez gets the win. Acuna, 3 for 4, 2 runs, a home run, an RBI, and a stolen base. We absolutely needed that win. So Grant Holmes is going to be on the bump for us here in game number 2 at 6-3 on the year. Looks like Chris Sale is going to pitch the last game of the series. And Matt Olson is on fire. Ronald Acuna is more than likely going to be an all-star. And let's see what we can do in this game as we go back and forth. All right, great inning there. Matt Olson leads us off with a double. They walk Acuna. And then it's going to be a ground out, but runners move up to second and third by Yastrzemski. Sean Murphy has an RBI opportunity. He strikes out. Michael Harris with an RBI opportunity. He grounds out. And we leave 2 runners stranded here. And we work out of that inning. Austin Riley with a single. Eli White with a single. Albies flies out. Dubon hits it to a double play. That's disheartening. But Grant Holmes is actually pitching extremely well here today. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Michael Harris up the bat. He grounds out. It's unfortunate. But some pitchers do it right now. Whoever scores first is more than likely going to win this game. Grant Holmes is pitching lights out. Runners on first and third. Can he work out of this jam? He gets a big-time strikeout here going into the bottom of the 5th. And the top of our lineup is up. Nobody is really getting anything done. Juan Soto's leading off here. We walk him. Juan Soto steals a base. Single by Alvarez. Bases loaded walk. Can Grant Holmes... We're not going to ask him to work out of this. We're going to go ahead and go back to the pen. Beatty's up. Bummer's going to pitch for a second day in a row. And, all right, we walk in a run. Fielder's choice. We get a runner at home. And then a 2-run single, 3-0 here. Another runner gets on the error. We strike out Louis Bob. Lindor gets a single. We get a 2-run single. This game is getting ugly. We are down 6-0 here at home. We get a big 2-run home run by Eli White. We cut the lead to 4. All right, let's see what we can do. Aaron Bummer, can he get out of this inning? He walks. Go ahead and make a pitching change here. We got Polanco up the bat. Payamps isn't doing good. We're going to bring in Robert Suarez. And he gives up a 3-run home run. So, yeah, this game is pretty much all but over, boys. Yeah, we're just going to get out of this one. And we lose this game 16-2. 16-2. Grant Holmes absolutely gets destroyed out here. What a showing for the Mets. 14 hits, 16 runs. Ridiculous. All right, boys. Game 3 of the 4-game set. First half inning, nothing doing. Both teams don't score runs. We give up 3 in the top of the second. We don't score in the bottom of the third. Waldrop is struggling here today. He gives up another one in the 4th. Can we score? We do finally get one back. We're going to have to go to the pen here. Our bullpen is absolutely depleted because that's how much we've had to use them here. We finally get a goose egg there. We don't score any runs. We work out at the top of the 6th. We get another run in the bottom of the 6th. Can we get out of this inning? We do. Ozzie Albies up the bat. Ground out. Dubon pop out. Matt Olson is facing a pitching change. Former Brave AJ Minter. He gets a single. Acuna with a single. Runners on the corners with Yastrzemski up the bat. He grounds out. Unfortunate. We don't give up any runs in the 8th. Sean Murphy leads us off for the ground out. Pop out by Michael Harris. Austin Riley's a pitching change. They bring in lefty Brooks Raley. He singles. That's going to bring up Dominic Smith. He strikes out. Here in the top of the 9th inning, we go with another goose egg. And let's see if the boys can come out here and get some runs on the board. You got it, baby. Here's the 2-2 from Williams. And he's going to ground out to the second baseman. And that's going to be the first out of the inning. Mauricio Dubon looks locked in. And he's going to fly out to left field. Juan Soto camps under that can of corn. Fun fact, this is my daughter's favorite player in the MLB. But here's an 0-2. We need him to protect right here. And he strikes out on a high heater, and we are going to lose our second game in a row in this series. The one thing I don't like is that they took away the trade finder in MLB The Show. Just trying to make a splash. And we need to get Mike Trout out of Anaheim anyway. He deserves to play in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? With how good he is and what he's done for baseball. And that trade is actually accepted. Mike Trout is now an Atlanta Brave. Now, is his contract going to age well? Absolutely not. 34 years old. $35.5 million. Even though IRL, he's playing very, very good this year. Welcome to the A. Going into September, it's just really not looking good. We're not seeing a lot of green on our name. And I said that this team was the most ready-made out of all the teams here in Atlanta. We're now 11 games out of the NL East, and it doesn't look like we're actually going to make the playoffs at all. Hit 2 home runs in that ball game, and we finished 81-81. Extremely mediocre. Not going to get anything done here as we get ready to head into October. It's going to be a long offseason for us, boys. Hopefully we have some money to spend, and we got a lot of decisions to be made. So after a magical playoff run, it is time for the offseason here. All right, so we do get Taylor Decker. We get Calvin Austin. We get Jadeveon Clowney. All right, boys, and we actually went ahead, and we're going to sign Zietler back again on a 1-year deal. I just want to have a shored up O-line for Bijan Robinson and Tua. Right now, this is what the O-line would look like. We got Decker, we got Zietler, we got Newsel, we got Lindstrom, and we got Taylor. Like that's a pretty solid O-line. And we don't only pick in the second round. We pick very, very late in the second round. Disgusting even. So take a look at who's on the board here for us that we actually scouted. We need a long snapper, a kicker, a punter, and a left tackle. We really don't need a left tackle. That's just more of like a, you know what? I'm gonna keep my Miami prejudice alive, and we're gonna get my guy Frederic. Let's bring him into the squad. And it says there, stud finder, draft a rookie with a hidden dev trait. Let's go. Good pick B. He was ranked 62 in true value. We got him at 61. Great balance of quiet feet and man coverage. Understands and executes zone assignments faster on tape. Take a look at our draft recap here. We got Frederic in the second round, 75 overall. Everything after that was kind of meh. So we're probably not going to download any more drafts going forward. I just wanted this one, but because I already had like the real life. I already got the real life draft that already happened. But after this, we're just gonna go with regular Madden created draft picks and everything like that. I want to see who the best player in the draft was. Jeremiah Smith is at 83, Dylan Story 81, Dylan Raiola. Lagway's a 79. Caden Durham going 82 overall. That's a steal. Ryan Williams, he shouldn't be that good. Corey Parrish. The team is looking real good, though. Zietler went down a little bit. No big deal. Lindstrom down a little bit. Tua's back down to earth with his morale. Penix still just not there yet. Of course, he has to get his opportunities. Frederic, not really ready to step in yet. I might play him over Phillips though, just because he's got a hidden dev trait, and we want him to get those reps. See him down here 75 overall, but again, that dev trait is going to have him over a couple of the guys here. All right, boys, jumping into the first game of the season here in season number 2 of trying to win a chip in one season with every team. And offense is struggling. 2 of them boys finally getting it together. The defense got better this year, and I want to see more out of them. Let's go ahead here in the third quarter. Offense with the rock. Bijan picks up a big play. Drake London picks up a big play. Kyle Pitts with a big reception. All right, moving the ball across the 50. We take a sack. All right, Jalen Phillips, former Miami GOAT. And we're going to be forced to punt here. Can the defense get a stop on Bryce Young and these boys? I mean, all right, we forced them to punt. I mean, they won 5 games last year, boys. Like, we gotta be ready to work. There we go. All right. So Zachariah Branch picks up 17 yards there. We're going to go ahead and jump into the game and see what we can do. The very least, we should be in field goal range to take a lead with Nick Folk. Tua under center, probably going to be giving this ball to Bijan here. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he? Big hole up front. What a run. Breaks a tackle, almost scores. This is what I want to see out of this offense, boys. I want to see what it is exactly we can do, if we can compete, if we can get the job done. Another handoff to Bijan, and he's gobbled up at the line. And let's see if we can get a big-time pickup here. It's a play action. Tua's going to go to Kyle Pitts. He breaks a tackle. He gets lit up. But I feel strongly. Hand off to Bijan, and he's stuffed short. Do we go for it or do we take the 3? Kick is up. Kick is good. We got a 2-point lead. All right, so defense gives up a big 26-yard pass to Cam Coleman. This is going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Pass knocked away. 1st and 10. Did we just get off the field somehow? Marshawn Lattimore making big plays, though. Okay, no, we didn't. 2nd and 6. Chuba Hubbard. 132 left. They're in field goal range, so no matter how you slice it, they score. They're going to take a lead. 4th and 8. They're up 1 with a minute left. We have 1 timeout. Can Tua and the Falcons get a win here at home in the opener? Tua in the shotgun. You know what I mean? I like the look we're coming out in. They're only going to bring 3. That's a mistake. Tua's going to take off running. He's going to pick up the 1st down. Let's go on the ball, on the ball, on the ball. All right, it's the 2nd and 10. 47 seconds left here in this ball game. Empty backfield set. They only brush 4. Tua has all day to throw, and it's Drake London with a 1st down. Big catch, and we're going to use our last timeout. Across the 50. Field goal range is the 40. Field goal range is the 40. Only rushing 3 is crazy. Tua's going to pick that apart. Back to pass, surveying, get rid of the ball. He does. Wide open. 1st down. Zachariah Branch, you let us see it. And this game is just shy of being over, boys. Tua had big drives in the playoffs like this last season. He starts the season off right where he left off. Big drives coming into the 2nd season. You let us see it. He's going to hand that one off to Bijan, who, oh my goodness, breaks a tackle. What a run by number 7. All right, boys, 4th and 6, obviously. Snap, holds good. Kick is up. Kick is good. Okay. One point lead. Let's see. Let's see if Bryce Young in his offense gets a miracle, or if we can come down with it. Maybe catch a pick, maybe even get a sack. Bryce taking a shot deep in. Incomplete. Ball game. Let's go, fellas. Let's go, fellas. Tua Tagovailoa continues to show that we did not make a mistake by bringing him here to the A. Took us to the conference championship game last year. Starts off this season with a division win. It doesn't get much better than that. So they got us in Atlanta. Let's see if we can come here on the road and get a dub. We're up 7-0, make it 10-0, make it 17-0 before they finally get 3 on the board. The offense is clicking, moving, grooving, sliding, vibing. 24-3. Now 24-10. Don't get stagnant. There we go. Give me 6 more points. We get 6 more points. 38-17 is going to be your final score. This is exactly what we needed out of this squad, bro. So fresh out of the bye week, we're 5-3. We will be taking on the 7-3 Eagles at home. I think we should be good to make the playoffs, right? But we're at home. We got momentum. The team is actually playing great. Get the ball to Bijan and move the hell out the way. All right, boys. Let's see what we can do Sunday Night Football. We go down 7-0. We tie this one up. All right, back and forth. Defenses are really playing hard. 14-14. They go up 7. We answer back again. So we let's go a little bit slower here. Tua in his offense is really getting to it. 4th and 2, we're gonna be settling for 3 there. What can the defense do? Jalen Hurts and his team. We forced them to punt. That's huge here in the 3rd quarter. We punt. We go 3 and out our next drive. Great defensive stop there. Good field position here on the punt. All right, that's gonna take us to the 4th quarter. 4s, get them 4s up. 3rd and 5, and we get a big 38-yard touchdown. Zachariah Branch. Let's go, boys. Can the defense get a big stop here that they need? Eagles putting a nice drive together here. Mekhi Lemon, they're going to punch it in. They're down 3. A lot of game left here. Can our offense punch it back in? We're getting in striking distance just outside of the red zone at the 12-yard line. All right, down at the 12-yard line. Looking to get 6 here. Don't want to only get 3, especially with as much time as left here. We want to go up a full 2 scores. Stephon Diggs in motion, hand off to Bijan. Oh my goodness, look at that hole. 1st down, let's go. Another handoff to Bijan. No, it's the RPO, and Bijan had 6 if he just handed it off. Empty backfield set here on the 2-yard line. Are you kidding me? We have a 99 overall running back. He throw the ball to Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs was open. We got Bijan Robinson, and we're coming out 5 wide on the freaking 2-yard line, brother. Like, in what world does that make sense? And Tua should have just ran that bit. Drake London in motion. There's the handoff. Oh, it's not like they didn't know that was finally coming. All right, this is a chip shot for Nick Folk. At least it should be. But, man, we definitely missed the opportunity there, boys. Hold's good. Kick is up. Kick is good. And we extend the lead. All right, boys. Defense back against the wall. Less than a minute left here. Philly does still have 2 timeouts. Play action from Jalen Hurts. He hits a man over the middle. And, oh, my goodness, is he going to score off that? Wow. Ain't no way, bro. That's tough. And they got Saquon here. Watch they actually do the right thing and give Saquon the ball like we should have gave to Bijan when we went 5 wide. Over the middle, and that's going to be A.J. Brown, who's not even on the team anymore. And that's one of the easiest drives for the Eagles, boys. Damn. And that is going to be the ball game. We lose 35-34. I told you we needed to punch it into the end zone there when we on our last drive, bro. That's just unfortunate, dog. Damn. We sim to the playoffs, and we make the playoffs at 7-10. 7-10 is our final record. We're gonna be taking on the 11-6 Giants. That's a surprise. God awful season. Regular season stats. Let's see. Tua, 6th in the league in passing touchdowns, 12th in yards, almost 4,000. Bijan, 8th in rushing yards. Still not scoring enough touchdowns for me. Less than last year. And then Stephon Diggs, 3rd in the NFL with touchdowns this year after being 1st last year. Drake London was also a 1,000-yard receiver with 6 touchdowns. Branch, 855, 5 touchdowns. Pitts, 501, 5 touchdowns. So we threw the ball a lot more this year. And then defensively, Diablo led us in tackles again with 141 total. Lattimore, 104. That's the issue. I don't want my corner having that many tackles. 9.5 sacks for Harrison. James Pierce finally gets, a decent amount of sacks in the season. Diablo leads us in picks as well. This man should probably be in the Pro Bowl. Terrible record, but last year we had a terrible record, and the home field advantage as a division winner definitely carried us the whole entire playoffs. Not really sure who the Giants have here, but they're moving the ball with ease. Jackson Dart is doing his big one on us, as the kids would say. They go down and score early. 2 in this offense. Okay, finally get a big yard pickup for Kyle Pitts. Another big yard pickup. Touchdown at that. 47-yard touchdown to Drake London. All right, defense, we need you here. We force a punt. That's beautiful. Offense starting to wake up a little bit. That's going to take us to the second quarter. Boom, another big yard pickup, 27-yard reception for Stephon Diggs, and we punch it into the end zone once again. Playing like the team that we're supposed to be, but then our defense gives up a 49-yard touchdown to Malik Neighbors. All right, 14-14, back and forth. Our offense back moving down the field. 4th and 3, out of field goal range. It's blocked. Nick Folk's field goal is blocked. That's unfortunate. We force a punt. Here's a little 2-minute drill going into the locker room. Can we get a touchdown? Can we get at least 3? We get neither. We don't put points on the board. We start the second half with the ball. We're leaving a lot of points on the board here, boys. A lot of points on the board. Defense can't get a stop. Finally, they do. Looks like the Giants kicker is a little bit better than ours. We lose yards twice. Boom, pick up a few. We're forced to punt again. That's a great punt. Look where they started. Oh, my goodness. 4th quarter here. They're moving the ball with ease, though. Can we get off the field? 3rd and 20, 4th and 20. Finally a punt. 3rd and 5, 4th and 2. We go for it. We pick it up. You love to see it. Boom. Not in field goal range. We just can't get in field goal range. And when we do get in field goal range, Nick Folk is not finishing the job. They pick up a 3rd and 10 here. 4th and 7. All right. They go for 3. Their field goal is blocked. We're across the 50. Let's see what 2 in this offense can do. Fresh out of the 2-minute drill here. They say field goal range is to 40, but I call cap because we've been across there a couple times and nothing has happened. Go to Bijan out of the backfield. Go to Bijan. Okay, my bad. Zacchaeus should be in field goal range, but I don't think we are. Tua back to pass again. Don't get sacked. Big throw, big catch, Drake London. Let's go. Tua's pocket presence, I ain't gonna lie. When we watch these games, it's insane, bro. He goes crazy. Tua goes crazy. I can't hold you. Tua back to pass. And over the middle, it's going to be Kyle Pitts inside the 5-yard line. Let's go. Can we utilize some of this clock? Giants do have all 3 timeouts. Hand the ball to Bijan Robinson, please. Hand the ball to Bijan Robinson, please. We go to the air. And you know what? Let me shut the hell up. Kyle Pitts in the end zone. Bang. We did score a little bit too soon. There's 20 seconds left here. Across the 50. 2 timeouts. Down 4. Jackson Dart in shotgun. Scatterbo in motion. I believe that's Scatterbo. Back to pass. He's going to go to Scatterbo. Keep them in bounds. We do. We force them to use the timeout. Scatterboo in motion once again. Could we cover this man, please? Don't get gashed by the tight end over the middle. Look at neighbors. They go to the quick pass, and we're going to stop them short. They're going to use their third and final timeout. Aaron Glenn is their head coach now. 3rd and 1. Here we go, boys. Get to the quarterback. Throw away. Okay. 4th and 1, 7 seconds. 4th and 1, 7 seconds, boys. 4th and 1, 7 seconds. Hey, can we get another magical playoff run? That home field advantage matters, boys, in the playoffs. 7 and 10, by the way. He's taking a shot to the end zone. Please, please, please. Ball game. And we're going to the divisional round, baby. Let's go. So head-to-head, Tua and Jackson Dart both play well. Tua, 86% completion percentage, though. On the ground, we got to get Bijan the ball more. I just don't know what else, Coach. I don't know. Like, we got to run the ball more. But Pitts, 10 for 104 and a touchdown. We gave up 10 for 133 to Theo Johnson. Zachariah Brandt, 6 for 55. Drake London, 6 for 111. Diggs had a quiet game, 3 for 50, but, you know what I mean, we did catch a W. So we're taking on my IRL favorite team, the Dallas Cowboys, who went 11-6 this year. But once again, we're back at home. All right, boys, we're going to go quarter to quarter at a time. We strike first 7-0, 7-3. And at the end of the first quarter, we are up 7-3. Offense, you know what I mean? When they're clicking, they're clicking. They just got to be clicking. Right there, we scored. Let's go. We scored 2 more times before half, 21-9. That home field advantage is no slouch, bro. It could definitely carry a bad team in the playoffs. Because in theory, we don't deserve to make the playoffs any of these years, bro. But like we're in a soft division. Hold on, only up 2. Hold up, wait a minute. And we're forced to punt there. Off rip, Dak hits George Pickens for 26 yards. If there's one thing our defense is going to do sometimes, boys, them mofos they gonna sail. We give up 3 late there, and 11 seconds left. 2 timeouts. I mean, let's see if we can get in field goal range, bro. We only need to get in the field goal range. 11 seconds, 2 timeouts. It's doable. It's doable. They only bring 4. Oh, and the 4 is going to get pressure. That 4 is going to get pressure. And that's going to be the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, Quentin Williams eating up front. Nobody getting open there. That's tough. I was just saying, ooh, we about to make another run. The Cowboys said absolutely not. We lose by 1 here late, bro. Golly. But again, this one of the more undeserving seasons about making the playoffs for us, bro. So back to the drawing board this offseason. The team got better. We just didn't play that well. 2 threw 3 touchdown passes. Just not really sure what it was for real. Dak threw a pick, but it's just us not giving Bijan the ball and us once again not finishing drives, bro. We don't finish drives late in games, and it's terrible. Now, the Hawks offseason was a different story. We got CJ McCollum trying to retire here. I mean, do we just let him retire, go off in the sunset, averaging, you know what I'm saying, 18, 19 points and, you know, playing well in the playoffs? Because he is going to regress a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He's been a great scorer. But I did want to bring in, a better, you know, more ready point guard position. But I didn't want to bench CJ McCollum to do it because he was playing so well. And then Terry Rozier wants to retire as well. Really not sure why, but we're going to let him. He was probably throwing games for us. LeBron is gone. Vucevic is gone. Paul George is gone. Gary Payton II is retiring. Crazy, he's been playing 11 years already. Like, am I that old of a person that he played that long in the NBA? That's crazy. Cameron Payne gone. Markelle Fultz. There's some guys I feel like are still capable of playing. Mo Bamba. I got Chris Paul's leaving. Spencer Dinwiddie, who I feel like is still capable of being an NBA point guard. But I'm not really in the business of making too many people not retire. Staff retirements, Doug Christie is going to retire as the Kings head coach. Hall of Fame inductees, no duh. We got LeBron, we got Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, Paul George, all them boys, you know what I'm saying, holding it down. LeBron averaging 27 for his whole entire career. Absolutely insane. Jersey retirement, Russell Westbrook to OKC, Chris Paul to the Clippers only, LeBron to the Heat, the Cavs, and the Lakers, and I think he definitely deserves all 3. So preparing for the draft lottery, remember last year we got extremely lucky, ended up with the #1 overall pick. And this year we are sitting with number 4 odds. We had the odds for the number 8 pick last year. So it was actually crazy that we ended up with the number 1 pick last year. We had 6% with the 8 seed where you see the Wizards at. So this year we're just gonna go ahead and skip it, and we are in the top 10. We don't get a top 4 spot. All right, draft combine here. Okay, I lied. This isn't a 2K generated draft. Cayenne Anthony is right there. All right, Elijah Arenas. It's some guards in this draft. Caden Boozer, yeah, right. So let's pause the draft here. Mock drafts. Tyron Stokes. We don't need a 3. We got plenty. The point guards I want should fall to us. Dame Sarr, I'm good. I really want Elijah Arenas. Oh, shout out Aaron Bradshaw, big jersey again. And I wonder if they got DJ Wagner here. That could be a second round steal, DJ Wagner. All right, so the first overall pick, the Grizzlies take Tyron Stokes. I get it. Just like the Bansta. Jordan Smith Jr., Arkansas, goes to the Jazz. Cameron Williams from Duke goes to the Magic. Caleb Holt goes to the Wizards. All right, Hugo Yemga Makori from France. We've got 22 draft offers. They really want to get rid of Walker Kessler in this contract. We don't need him, though. Brandon Williams is a good point guard. Colin Sexton, no. Jordan Smith Jr., who they just drafted, right? 80 overall. Tough. Really all about next year's draft pick that I kind of want to keep. They want us to trade next year's first-round draft pick. What if we just do straight up, which doesn't really make them no money? They counter. How about we go 2030 draft pick unprotected? Okay, boom. They take that trade. They get Braylon Mullins from UConn. Ooh. So he's a 77 3-point shot hunter. You know he gonna be letting that thing go. 6'6", great shooter, but we really need a point guard. We have a shooting guard. We really needed a point guard. I wouldn't mind going Boogie Flan, but I also wouldn't mind going Cayenne Anthony and putting him at the 2 as well. ISO sniper. Let's go ahead and draft Cayenne Anthony. You know what I mean? His dad played in Atlanta all of 36 minutes. Team options, we got Ricochet, we got Newell. We're going to let Hield walk. Oh, Hield had a player option, so we need to try to move Buddy Hield. So Giannis, Jokic, and Donovan Mitchell all declined their player options. Cooper Flag, of course. Cat is a free agent. Kyrie's a free agent. KD is a free agent. Dyson Daniels, he got to go. Him and his big-ass contract have go. And the Bulls are going to give us a first-round pick for him. You know they're going to be ass as a Bulls fan. Jarrett Allen, I'm good. Derek White could be tough, but I'm good. Gigi Jackson, Kuminga. Dort is on the Warriors now. Let's go ahead and take this Bulls deal. Because we get all this money off the books. Plus we get a first-round pick where we just traded away at 2030. Plus we get $5 million coming off. Oh, come on now. So Victor Wembanyama went back to the Spurs. He got his max deal. Giannis goes to the Warriors after they lose Steph Curry. All right, here at player progression, Jalen Johnson continues to go up. He's a 91. Ricochet is a 86. The Bansta is a 85. Nikhil Alexander Walker goes down. Okonkwo goes down. Newell goes up. Huff goes down. This is the lineup going into season number 2 with the Hawks. We got rid of Dyson so that the Bansta could start. Coming off the bench, I actually want him to start over Ricochet. Put him at the 2. He gets worse slightly, whatever. Boom. So we got him and the bench to start, and we got Nikhil Alexander Walker coming off the bench. Jay Huff getting 17 minutes. This dude right here, Swain, absolutely went crazy in Summer League. You know what I mean? He did disappear in the semifinal game, but for overall, he went crazy. Cayenne Anthony, I don't know when he's going to play or whatever like that, but hopefully we can make that happen soon. But Jordan Smith Jr., I'm expecting big things out of him. Yeah, I'm expecting him to get better. He's taking over CJ McCollum's role. It's going to be a pretty big deal. Asa Newell. So we got Ibuka Okori, who we drafted last year as the backup point guard. I'm not really... So we are going to be, you know what I mean, like waiting to see if there's anybody that we can bring in to be a backup. Oh, like Damian Lillard. Can we bring Damian Lillard in to be a backup point guard for us? We can. Let's go. That's clutch. Okay. That changed things immediately. Mark Sears, ooh, we could have brought him in. He's nice. So Mark Sears ended up going to the Pelicans. It is what it is. Trying to see what this team could do. There's a lot of red. We're losing a lot of games. They're offering us Peyton Pritchard for Dame and Buddy Hield. We're good. We beat OKC. We beat the Knicks. All right, let's get it together a little bit. There we go. We're starting to string together some wins. But when we're losing bad. But when we're winning big. It's win-loss, win-loss. We need to, yeah, there we go. String some wins together. There we go. Some in a row. December's looking good. 15-15, 16-15. Remember, we went like 41-41 last year and made the playoffs. Right now, our conference rank is 5th. Going into the new year, let's take a look at how the boys are doing. The Bansta coming along as a starter, leading us in scoring, 21.4. Jalen Johnson's points per game are down a little bit. Ricochet killing it off the bench. Konkwu, 7-6. Jordan Smith Jr. is actually playing well, and Dame is averaging 16. So both my guards are averaging a good amount of points here. Smith Jr. is on fire, and they're splitting times. That means Dame is coming off the bench and really just letting it go. And here we are at the All-Star break, and AJ DeBansta still leading us in scoring. His points actually went up a little bit. Jalen Johnson's points are going down. Ricochet's points are going up. Dame's points went up. Jordan Smith is pretty much around the same amount. Konkwu, I wish he would get more rebounds. Nickeil Alexander-Walker doing well off the bench. 9 points off the bench for Swain. I'm really, really excited about him. Kiyan Anthony has only gotten in one game. Kiyan Anthony's only gotten in one game so far, but it is what it is. The trade deadline has passed. As far as award races, Victor Wembanyama averaging 30. Darren Peterson averaging 31.6, and we passed over him to get AJ DeBansta. And I was like, he probably could be the guy, but we're not going to cry for spilled milk. We're not going to worry about that for sure. Jordan Smith Jr. leading the way for Rookie of the Year voting right now. And take a look at the All-Star team. Jalen Johnson is the All-Star. That's kind of crazy. Jalen Johnson made the All-Star over DeBansta. I don't agree with that. He's our leading scorer. It is what it is, bro. So we got the Bulls pick. And that's how we got Swain too, now that I just thought about it. But they didn't need that pick. They knew it. They're 50-10. So let's see the next time we play the Bulls. We played them all the times we're gonna play them this season. And Darren Peterson, bro. Wow. I would have picked him. Last time we played him, 121-92, DeBansta 21, Peterson 24. They got Rob Dillingham over there going crazy as well. We lost to them all 4 times. They swept us this year. Right here, 129-107, 33-10. And then the second game of the year, they beat us. He gave us 33-10. Like, this kid is going nuts, bro. Damn, I wish we would have drafted him. DeBansta, you better step your shit up, boy. So here we are. 40-29, 41-29, 4th in the conference. We're bouncing back from 4th and 5th. I don't see us jumping in the top 3 looking at those records there, but as long as we finish well over 500 and not 41-41 like we did a year ago, I'm happy. 48-34 is our final. Victor Wembanyama wins MVP, 31-14-5. 1 steal, 3 blocks a game, shooting amazingly from the field. But we do win Rookie of the Year, Jordan Smith Jr., 14-5, 7, 1. 44% from the field, only 25% from 3. We're trying to get him better at that. Josh Giddey wins 6th man of the year. Victor wins defensive player of the year again. He doubles up. Most improved goes to my man from the Heat. Luka wins the clutch player of the year. Billy Donovan gets coach of the year. They go 67-15. They also win the Ezek of the year. So Darren Peterson is going to make a all NBA first team. We're invested in that now. We don't make a first team or second team or the third team. Do we make a defensive team? Not first team, not second team. Of course, we got the first team all rookie with the Rookie of the Year. And of course, if we win our series versus the Raptors, we have to play the Bulls. The NBA should definitely reseed the playoffs after the first round. Just my thought, but it is what it is. We're going to jump in this. All right, first game on the road in Toronto in the 6-6-6-6. And they jumping on our ass early. We finally make our own comeback here. Looks like we're definitely going to be jumping into game 1 as long as things stay tight. And they are up until now. 5 minutes left. We're up 3. 4 minutes left. Up 6. Up 4. All right, 115, 109. Up 5. Up 4. Up 2. Here we go. All right, boys. So up 2. Scotty Barnes at the line here. Second free throw is good. So 115, 114. And we got our guy, Smith Jr. with the rock. DeBansta's not in the game. Nickeil Alexander Walker's in the game. Or Walker Alexander, however you say it. Good pass. Jalen Johnson cutting to the basket, getting the dunk. Get around the screen. Step up, Huff, step up. He's not even supposed to get a lot of minutes, but he makes a big block there. Jalen Johnson on the run. Alexander Walker, good move, getting fouled, going to the rack. All right, first free throw up, and it's money. We got a 4-point lead, excuse me. Alexander Walker at the line. He knocks down both free throws, and we got a 5-point lead. Nowhere to go, wasting a lot of time on the clock. Good defense. He's going to have to force something up horribly soon. He has to pick it up. Great defense. He greens it. What a shot by B.I. Nikhil Alexander Walker back at the line again. He knocks down his first free throw. My boy is money. Back at the line once again. Shot number 2. He knocks them both down. He gets it in. Lock in. Ricochet played great defense. This time he's on Scotty Barnes. Jalen Johnson. Screen 3 from way downtown. It's off. Rebound Smith Jr. And that's going to do it. We win game number 1 on the road. AJ showing that he can be the man. 33 points, 5 boards, 7 assists, 3 blocks. I'm locked into this Bulls series. They win game number 1 over there as well. Darren Peterson, 42-10. Like, what are we gonna do with that dude, bro? Is what I want to know. But focus up. We gotta win this first. We win game 2. Take a look at the box score here. BI gave us 24 again. DeBanson 28, 23 for Ricochet. Loving the way the boys are playing. We're playing a little small because not everybody's getting burned. We win game 3. AJ with a 40 ball of his own, 30 from Jordan Smith Jr., 30 and 11. A triple double by Jalen Johnson. Yes, let's go. This is the team I want to see. And we're at home. Can we win game 4? We do complete the sweep on the Raptors. Ricochet with 34, AJ with 23, 16, 16, 13. Loving what we were seeing. The Bulls kind of have their hands full in this first round. Will there be an upset? No, they win 4-2. Now, if we were reseed this, the Magic should be playing the Bulls, but instead we got AJ taking on who we drafted him over, and Darren Peterson. So we get off to a fast start here at the United Center. Darren Peterson and them boys jump back on it, and they're not going to relinquish the lead once they have it. They're going to be way too much for us here. They beat us by 20, 123 to 103. Take a look at the box score. Peterson 23, 9 and 9. Johnson 25, 21. AJ 16. Maybe we need to play a little bit of a deeper bench against them. Yeah, let's open it up a little bit. But who they got on their team? Dillingham, Giddey. They got MPJ. All right. They got Walker Kessler as well. Let's go ahead and rebuild this real quick. We're gonna go back to 10 deep here. Go back to 10 deep in game number 2 and see if that can help relieve some of the pressure. We go down 2 games to nothing. Peterson 27, 10 and 7. Johnson 21. DeBanson disappearing a little bit here. I need him to have another 40 ball game. We're here in Atlanta, down 2-0. How do we respond? It looks like Darren Peterson is just way too much for us, bro. Like, is Jordan Smith Jr. is not able to compete. We got a 5-point lead heading into the 4th. It's pretty back and forth, and they got the lead. We're going back and forth. 3 minutes left. We're up 3. Let's go. So after a sweep, we're looking to avoid a sweep of our own. And there goes Dyson Daniels, who I forgot we traded to the Bulls. Let me find out he was the missing piece that they needed to compete. And Giddey getting to the basket on Dame. Dame should not be closing. Dame just should not be closing out here, especially defensively. I know he can score, but I didn't bring him here to play defense late in the quarter or to close games. All right, up 1 here. We got all the starters back in the game. Okonkwo, he's developed a 3-ball. Let us see it. Jalen Johnson working. He's going to go to DeBanson. Let's see if he can work it. Oh, he's got a man open in the corner. Jordan Smith Jr. Green bean. Let's go. All right, Darren Peterson. Ricochet on him. Get up in his grill. Switch all screens. Get over top of the screen. Good defense. We out of there, Ricochet. Get to the basket. Run the break correctly. Green me. Bang. Come on. Under 2 minutes, 6-point lead here at home. Darren Peterson going crazy, though. He's getting to the rack. Good help defense, but we don't put our hands up, Jalen. What are we doing? Jalen Johnson, piss poor defense there. Absolutely piss poor defense right there. Jordan Smith Jr. trying to work on Dillingham. He's got a man cutting. No. Good cut by Okonkwo. Get to the basket. Way to keep moving without the basketball, baby. Screen coming, get around. We've been playing great help defense. Good pull up by Darren Peterson. We got to hedge that screen a little harder. Dillingham looking for the screen. Get around that, Jordan. Okonkwo, what are we doing? You've been playing great pick and roll defense up until that point. Working on Dillingham, who's not the greatest of defenders. Please don't force something up. And what do? We force something up. Rolling, they're getting the ball to Darren Peterson. He's on ricochet. Step back. Green. Like, there's no reason why this game should even be tied. No shot clock, though. We should be holding for last. Unless he's the hot man today, and I don't know. AJ can have the ball. Jalen Johnson can have the ball. But Dillingham isn't a great defender. He's got him on skates here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Game! My bad, Jordan. I ain't know. Let me be quiet then. Good move, boy. So Jordan Smith Jr. was the hot man. 29 on the day with the game-winning shot, 5 assists. Jalen Johnson had 21, 20 for the Benson, 6. Like, opening up the rotation definitely helped a ton. Peterson gave us 44, 8, and 10. I mean, this kid is amazing. When we do this again, I'm drafting him. And Victor Wembanyama is a game away from being swept as the number 1 seed over on the other side versus the Warriors. They do have Jaime Jaquez, who's going crazy on them boys. I mean, what Desmond Bane? They don't even have a super crazy like lineup. They got Elijah Arenas as well. But we're gonna focus up over here, boys. All right, the Warriors also finished the sweep on the other side. We're just gonna sim through this game. We actually win a game in Chicago. Peterson went another 35. Ricochet went crazy. I mean, this dude is averaging 32 in the playoffs, bro. 32 in the playoffs, bro. Back at home in Atlanta, we get off to a fast start, but Peterson and them boys right back to it. Yeah, right back to the chicken. Right back to the money. We trying to fight here late, and we're going to lose this one by 8. By 8, boys. Peterson only gave us 23. Everybody else showed up, but for us, I guess not so much. The band said 9 for 21. Just didn't shoot the ball particularly well. On the MLB side of things, the Yankees go ahead and win the championship. They sweep the Phillies. You know what I mean? Definitely let us see that as our division rival. All right, guys. So big free agents on the market this year. We have a $46.5 million budget. Now, we know for sure that we need some arms. Our arms didn't pitch the greatest last year, so we could add Tariq Skubal, right? I also see that the Yankees let Jazz Chisholm walk. Would love to bring him in to play shortstop, put him back at shortstop. But also, we do need some bullpen arms. Can't offer Skubal a contract or Bubic, but I'm going to offer Jazz what he wants. Let's see if we can get Jazz to sign. Contract decision incoming, boys. Can we get him away from the big market in NY and bring him back to the NL East? All right, we get Jazz Chisholm. He's going to play shortstop for us. Jazz is going to be moving back to shortstop for us. Eli White actually had a great year last year, too, as I'm looking at the free agents. 277, 22 bombs. And I'm looking like, do I want to bring in another outfielder? Oh, no. Wow. Brian Abreu does sign with us. No, he decides... You caught my attention with your offer, but you haven't convinced me to sign yet. All right, boys, as much as we did enjoy Eli White, he was due to make like 9 M's. 32 years old. We just traded him for a prospect straight up with the Yankees. I want to try to bring in Arise. All right, Arise. Let's see. Okay, so we do sign Arise. Now that spring training has come to an end, let's go ahead and see exactly how the boys looked. Acuna hit 358 this spring. You'll let us see it. Drake Baldwin hit 220. We need him to have a bounce back year. Matt Olson hit 257, 6 bombs, 19 RBIs. Austin Riley, 235. He ended on a hot streak. Trout had a pretty piss poor spring. It is what it is. Jazz hit 326, 7 home runs, 7 RBIs. Luis Ariz, 278. Sean Murphy, 257. Sean Murphy and Chris Sale are 2 players I'm looking to come off of this year. They make way too much money. And I don't want to pay him again, but I also don't want to lose him for nothing. Opening day pitching staff, we got Chris Sale, Spencer Swellenbach, Reynaldo Lopez, Grant Holmes, and Jose Suarez. Not quite sure why Spencer Strider continues to get taken out of the pen. I mean, to get put in the bullpen, but he should be our 4th starter. I don't care what anything says. And this is what our lineup is looking like versus righties. Trout, Acuna, Olsen, Jazz, Riley, Arias, Sean Murphy, Ozzie Albies, and Michael Harris. Then versus lefties, kind of more the same. As you see here, Drake Baldwin is still getting the short end of the stick, which I feel like he's actually a better hitter. Just not a power hitter, but he's a better hitter than Sean Murphy, who's a righty. So Sean Murphy's not going to play against righties. Drake Baldwin has to get in there. He has to get at bats 100%. So we're a month into the season, 17-15, 2.5 games back behind the Phillies. So Drake Baldwin in his limited ABs, 7 games played, hitting 462, 4 home runs, 8 ribbies. Ozzie Albies 354, Matt Olson 318, Trout's hitting 300. Austin Riley just under 3. Rise is on a little bit of a slide. Same thing with Michael Harris. Cunha is off to a slow start, and so is Jazz Chisholm. A little deeper into the season, another month in, and Drake Baldwin is on an absolute heater. He's hitting 337. Austin Riley's average is up. Ozzie Albies average is up. Matt Olson still over 3. Michael Harris 273. Trout is now down to 265. Jazz Chisholm is starting to heat up, and Acuna is just having one of the worst seasons ever. All right, boys, so we are 1 game away from sweeping the series versus the Yankees. Bases loaded, 2 outs, Drake Baldwin up to bat. This is a very, very big situation. Let's see if the youngster could come through. All right, boys, here we go. Drake Baldwin up to bat. We got some fans standing at their feet. Emilio Pagan up. Here we go. Here's the payoff pitch, and that one's fouled off. Runners were definitely on the move. Jazz was going to score no matter where he hit that ball. Delivers. Good eye. Way to work a walk. That's a great AB. RBI on the walk. Matt Olson scores, and that's going to bring up Ozzie Albies. Let's go. He's over 2 on the day with a walk and a run score, hitting 311 on the year. Ozzie usually hits higher in the lineup, batting 8th today. He gets a pitch that's deep into the gap, and it's going to get down for extra bases off the wall. 1 run scores, another run scores. Ozzie Albies with a stand-up double, 6-3, 7-3, bases clearing double for the man Ozzie Albies, and that average continues to rise up with runners in scoring position. What a swing. Drake Baldwin scoring all the way from first. Not bad for a catcher, baby. And we complete the sweep. The series sweep is ours. 3 games to nothing. Cunha and Harris out there in the outfield celebrating, and you love what you're seeing from your Braves. Robert Suarez out of the pen got the win in just a third of an inning. Fernando Cruz is going to be charged with the loss. Brian Abreu is going to be the player of the game with 1 inning pitched. All right, guys, so we get a trade offer here for Chris Sale and Sean Murphy, but they want Ozzie Albies as well. Again, Ozzie staying put. We're not getting rid of Ozzie. There would salary dump a bunch for us. Chris Sale is just not pitching well. Sean Murphy's not hitting well, but we don't want to get rid of Albies. When you think of the Braves, you kind of think of Ozzie Albies. I don't remember putting them on the trade block. Let's see here. Let's see if they take JJ Bleday. But I do want to get rid of Sale and Murphy. I'm not going to lie to you. Before the deadline will be huge. So we're going to bring in Pedro Cabrera, and we're going to dump big contracts, which is going to set us up for the offseason. Because a 40-year-old pitcher, 5-6, 4.80 ERA, 32-year-old catcher, 218, only 4 home runs. You know, and then JJ Bleday has just been here, which means Schellenbach is going to be our new ace. Cool. We also got Tanner Houck in the Rule 5 draft. We could bring him here. So one of those pitchers they gave us wasn't even a big leaguer yet. So Tanner Houck is now going to be pitching. He's not going to be in the rotation. That's cool. I'm not mad at that. And one thing I forgot to show you boys actually as well is remember the draft that we just had. We drafted Miguel Castro, 74 overall, B potential, 18 years old, right? We also drafted Michael Nishi, B potential, 69 overall. Lee Chow is only a 53 overall, but he's got A potential. Same thing with Giovanni Smart, 19, 52 overall. He's got B potential. So we drafted really well. All right, guys. So with that trade, we got to bring 2 guys up. Hurston Waldrop is a guy we're going to move up to the big leagues. We're going to make that happen. And then Pedro Cabrera, who we traded for, was a 75 overall B potential. He's just 19 years old, so we're not going to call him up yet, but we are going to bring Castro up to AA. Same thing here with Nishi. Not really sure you say it. We're going to bring both of them up to AA. They're ready. And when it comes to Chow and Smart, I don't think they're going to be ready for the AA level. Well, we got 48 overalls over there, so maybe we do need to do that. Let's move you to high A. And then we need one more guy to go to AAA for us. I'm going to try, I kind of want to try Pedro. I feel like we could fast track him. We'll do somebody who's a little older and actually having a good season. We'll do Riley Frey, move him up to AAA. And we'll need to bring one more up to AA. And I'm going to bring Lee Cho. I keep calling him Chow. Lee Cho Bring him up to AA, get him some reps up there, see what he can do. Now with the big league club, we have one too many pitchers up here. So it's draft time once again, and I know that we could trust our scouts here because of the way we just drafted. We got pick 16 this year, Frederick Villegas, but we're gonna go with Sylvester Clements. We're gonna go ahead and draft him and bring him to the club. Do we have anything that we really wanted? Looks like a lot of our top scouted guys got drafted. I'll take a chance on this JUCO bullpen arm here and Robert Ramirez. All right, so Brian Abreu, money well spent this offseason. 30 saves, 1 hold, 3.83 ERA. I mean, this man has been pitching his tail off so far this year. Shortstop. Oh wait, third base. Austin Riley is going to be an all-star. Let's go. Let us see it. Now that Sean Murphy is gone, Drake Baldwin is an everyday player. Looks like he's thriving. Ozzy's still having a pretty good season. We're not hitting a lot of home runs. 19 for Riley, 21 for Jazz. Olsen with only 9. Acuna with only 16. Trout has 18, though. I love that at his age. Looks like he is regressing a little bit. He was a 90 to start the year. He's now at 88. All right, so at the end of the season here, no more games. Let's take a look at how our guys fared. Nobody on our team hit 300. Still got his 90 wins. Ozzy Albies led us at 282. Our home run leader is going to be Jazz with 36, 99 RBIs. Let's go. Acuna ended up hitting 28 home runs, even though he struggled. 27 for Riley, 27 for Trout, 23 for Olsen, 20 for Michael Harris. RBI leader, Jazz Chisholm as well. 97 for Austin Riley. Michael Harris with 91. Okay. Stolen base leader, probably going to be Ronald Acuna. On base percentage, Mike Trout. Slugging percentage, Jazz. OPS, Marco Luciano. That doesn't kind of play enough. Mike Trout with 871. All right, Mike Trout led us in walks as well. Let's go ahead and send him to this postseason. Congrats. You have made the playoffs 90 and 72. You love to see it because what we did last year was just not it. Let's see if we won any hardware. We had a league leader, Spencer Schallenbach, with 2 shutouts, 2 complete games. Not enough to win anything. And it doesn't look like we won any awards either. Shohei's MVP. Yamamoto's Cy Young. Mookie wins the batting title. Reliever of the year goes to Edwin Diaz. Rookie of the year goes to Kareem Conway. We have the bye, so we will be playing the winner of Milwaukee and Arizona. We should be nice and rested when that series starts, and we got Arizona, so everybody should be good. All right, we got our ace Schallenbach was going to be on the mound today. You know what I mean? It's not Chris Sale. But he should be capable. He had a great year this year, for the most part. He gives up 1 his first inning. We put up a 4 spot in our first inning. Let's go. Chris Bubich, who we actually tried to sign, is who we're facing. And we're touching him up pretty early. Bubich getting a little tired. We get another one. We're going to try to pitch another inning with Schallenbach. He gives up 2. They go to the pin. We don't get a run. We're going to go to the pin as well. We're going to make a pitching change here. And we're going to go with Dylan Lee. He gives up a run, so we just got a 1-run lead here. We put up 2 more, 7-4. Dylan Lee pitches another inning for us. We don't put up any runs there. Dylan Lee pitches a 3rd inning for us here in inning number 8, and we're going to go to our closeman, Mr. Brian Abreu. You know the vibes. You know what time it is. And we get the job done. 7-4 is your final score. Drake Baldwin, player of the game, 2 for 4, a run, 4 RBIs, a double and a triple in today's ball game. You love that out of your catcher. But Schallenbach with the win, Bubich with the loss. Let's get it. So Reynaldo Lopez's last time on the mound was very ugly. He gave up 10 runs in 2 or 3 innings. So we're hoping he could pitch a lot better here to start this game off. He puts up a 0. That's a plus. He gives up 1 in the second. We don't score 1 in the second. He puts up a goose egg in the 3rd. We put up 3 in the 3rd. All right, boys. Here we go. 3rd inning, 3-1 lead, and we give up 2 more runs. All right. Reynaldo Lopez, we're going to pitch very carefully here. We walk him. Carroll steals the base, and he scores a run there on a double by Marte, and he strikes out 3 in a row after that. Acuna grounds out. We get a walk from Jad. We get a walk from Matt Olson. Fielder's choice. Fly out. Reynaldo gives up a single to Arenado. Let's go ahead and make that pitching change. Let's go to Dodd here versus Alex Thomas. All right, Arenado tried to steal there. Get a ground out, another out. Arise leading this off this inning. They're making a pitching change. Ryan Gusto. We work a walk. Let's go ahead and bunt him over. He popped up the bunt. Drake Baldwin popped up the bunt. You got to be kidding me, bro. Fundamental baseball, ladies and gentlemen. Fundamental baseball. Bottom of the 7th here. We get a walk. Acuna got to swing away. He works a walk. Matt Olson, I want to bunt, but I don't want you to mess it up. 2-run double. That's why you let your hitters hit, baby. Let's go. Jazz Chisholm is bringing in a pitch and change. He strikes out. Austin Riley grounds out. Arise walks. That brings up Jake Baldwin, and he strikes out as well. All right, so Dodd, let's see if he can give us another great inning. He does. Bottom of the 8th inning, we have a run. Michael Harris with a single. Let's go hit and run. It's just a stolen base. Stolen base. All right. Let's bunt him over. We do bunt him over. Successful by Michael Harris. Nice sack bunt. Mike Trout strikes out. Acuna, it's a pitch and change. He grounds out, and that's going to bring in the big dog. 2 nights in a row. We're going with our closer here. Abreu gives up a single, a strikeout, and a ground out or whatever happened. And we win this game 5-4. Austin Riley is a player of the game, 1 for 3 with a home run, 3 RBIs. You'd love to see it. Come on. So we're going for the sweep on the road. We got Spencer Strider on the mound tonight. Offense is hitting the ball well. We good up a goose egg. Strider pitches a great first inning. We get 2 runs. Another goose egg. We don't score. Great. No score. We put up a 5 spot in the 4th inning, boys. Spencer Strider then gives up 4. All right, we let him pitch to 6. He settles down a little bit here. Nothing. We're going to get Strider out here in the 6th. So we got switch left up. Let's go to Danny Young. Single. Stolen base. Pop up. Whatever happened, fly out, ground out. Way to work out of that inning. Jazz strikes out. Arise grounds out. They make a pitcher change. No, Riley grounds out, and Arise grounds out. I premeditated it. And Danny Young get us out of this inning. All right, runners on first and second. We're in trouble with 2 outs. We Alec Thomas up the bat. Let's go to Dylan Lee, who's been phenomenal so far, and he gets out of that inning. Drake Baldwin leads us off here in the top of the 8th. He gets a single. That brings up Ozzie. All right. So Ozzie hits a double, but Baldwin is thrown out trying to stretch it to 3rd. That sucks. Definitely could have used that run, and we lose momentum there. Dylan Lee gives up a single after a strikeout, a pop out, another single, and he gets a big-time strikeout, taking us into the 9th. Ronald Acuna is going to be facing Braxton Garrett. Ground out. Matt Olson pops out. Jazz Chisholm grounds out. And you already know who we're going to. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Bobby Abreu. Strikeout. Walk. Double play. Ball game. And we are moving on to the NLCS, baby. Let's go. We sweep the Diamondbacks here. Luis Arraez gets player of the game. That's why we bought him here, to hit the baseball. He does just that. And who else are we going to be facing besides the LA Dodgers? All right, so we are the away team here versus the Dodgers. Who do we got on the bump here? At Dodger Stadium? Grant Holmes. Grant Holmes on the bump here for us, and he will be faced off against Shohei Ohtani. We get a run first inning. We don't score in the second. Great pitching here. We get another run. Grant Holmes continues to pitch well. Shohei Ohtani is getting touched up a little bit. Grant Holmes finally gives one back. We put up a 2 spot in the 5th inning. We're going to pitch very, very carefully here. Ground out, strikeout, single, walk, bases loaded. Your day is done, Mr. Grant Holmes. All right, we got Freddie Freeman up the bat. Dylan Lee, you've been the man. And he gets a pop out. The former Brave can't come through. They go to the pen to bring in Sasaki. All right. Ozzie Albies gets on. Michael Harris flies out. Trout lines out. And Acuna strikes out. All right. Dylan Lee continues to pitch well. He goes 3 up, 3 down. We can't get anything going in the 7th. Kyle Tucker single. Ohtani single. Max Muncy brings in Ohtani with a single. We're going to go to the bullpen here. Will Smith up at the dish. Let's go to Joel Piamps. Can we get it out here? We get a strikeout, a ground out. Way to work out of that jam. Arias leads us off for the single. Drake Baldwin can't bunt. He hits it to a double play. I definitely should have still did it. Ozzie Albies reaches on an error, and that leaves a 2-run bomb from Michael Harris. That's why you got to make the routine plays. Let's go. We put up a 2 spot. Trout with a single, and then Acuna strikes out. Piamps with a ground out, a fly out. He gives up a home run to Mookie Betts, brings up Shohei Ohtani, who flies out. Can we get some insurance runs here in the ninth? We go 3 up, 3 down, and you know who we going to call, Brian Abreu. And he gets a strikeout, a walk, a strikeout, and he gets a fly out, and we take game 1 here on the road in LA. All right, we lose game 2, 5-3. We win game 3 at home, 1-0. I love to see that. This was a very, very big pitcher's duel. Ronald Acuna is going to be the player of the game with a home run in that game. So we got a 2-1 series lead. We lose 10-2 at home. All right, so this is a 2-2 series right now. All right, Spencer Strider on the bump. He gets up 4 in the first inning. Settles down in the second. Then gives up, oh my gosh, 8 in the third. We get 2 more. All right, go ahead and make that pitching change, bro. We're gonna go ahead and go to Dylan Lee. He gives up 2. The Dodgers just showing why they're that. 14 runs in a playoff game on the road. Absolutely ridiculous. We lose this one 14-3. Shohei Ohtani 3 for 6, 3 runs scored, 3 home runs, 4 RBIs, and the win on the mound. That's ridiculous. Grant Holmes on the bump. He's going up against Tyler Glass now. I'm not going to do the half inning sims no more because that's how we give up 8 runs in an inning. So we're going to go a little slow. Arias with a double here, 1 out. That's going to bring Riley with a double. That brings up Arias. He flies out. We get another double from Baldwin, and we jump on the board first. As long as Grant Holmes can continue to pitch well. I don't want to take him out so soon. I mean, you got to find a better way to pitch out of that trouble, bro. All right, we got to get some runs here. There we go. All right, Riley, Jazz Chisholm gets walked. Let's go to hit and run. Ground out. We moved him over at least. Ground out, and that's going to bring up Drake Baldwin. And why was Jazz was thrown out at home? So Drake Baldwin got a hit. Jazz got thrown up at home, and we give up a triple. Might have left our pitcher in just a little too long here. Might have left the pitcher in just a little too long there, and we just give up a grand slam. Oh my gosh, bro! The Dodgers are too much, man. The Dodgers are too freaking much. Who is going to beat this team? Who is going to beat this Dodgers team, bro? I didn't mean to bring in a starter. Damn it, I messed up there. Down 7 runs here. Yeah, even we can't get out of our own way. Yeah, we're not going to be able to score any runs. We just gave up a home run to Pagis, however you say his name. Oh, Suarez, get out the damn inning, bro. Sheesh. Yeah. Ball game. GG's. We went up 2-1, and we just didn't have enough firepower at the on the plate. And that's how our season is going to end. Let's go ahead and sim the rest of the season. The Dodgers beat the Astros for the playoffs. I mean, for the World Series. They sweep them 4-0. Yeah, that team right there, definitely destined to be great. Destined to be great, but we had some good performances here in the playoffs. Drake Baldwin, no home runs, 323. Arias hit 300. Acuna had 3 home runs for Michael Harris. RBI leader is going to be Michael Harris. So he has some big ABs, bro. But I mean, it's the Dodgers, bro. We know what comes with that team. So another season for all 3 teams. Another year of no championships. Let's see what season 3 could bring for us. So in season 2, every single team made the playoffs and every single team won at least their first matchup. Both the Hawks and the Falcons have made it to conference championships. So just take a look at how the rest of this season ended for the Falcons. The bum-ass Eagles won the Super Bowl. Cooper DeJean won MVP. Josh Allen won MVP of the league. Mike Vrabel won Coach of the Year. Ladd McConkey won Offensive Player of the Year. DeForest Buckner won Defensive Player of the Year. Dylan Raiola won Rookie of the Year, and Booker Pickett won Defensive Rookie of the Year. Take a look at some of the guys retiring. DeMarcus Lawrence, Derrick Henry, Ronnie Stanley, Matt Stafford after 18 years, Jadeveon Clowney, who we cut at the beginning of the season, Shaq Thompson. This just lets me know how old I'm getting. Eric Armstead. Like, I remember when all of these dudes came into the league. Mike Evans retires, Kevin Zeitler, and Taylor Decker. You know what I mean? And Stephon Diggs. What the hell? And Austin Hooper. I knew we were an old team, but I did not expect that whatsoever, bro. Hold on. That kind of pushes us back a little bit. We lose 4 of our most productive guys, bro. I mean, Hooper was spelling pits, but Stephon Diggs led the league in touchdowns 2 seasons ago, had 17 last year. Taylor Decker and Kevin Zeitler, we just, you know what I mean, got in the offseason, and they call it quits. So that's actually hella tough. So a lot is to be said here. Drake London, we didn't re-sign him. That's super crazy. I said I wasn't going to forget to re-sign players throughout the season, and guess what? I did. We have $93 million cap space. We got to bring Drake London back. Very, very, very super friendly. Jesse Bates, another guy we got to bring back. Very friendly option. Damn, that's a lot of money, but we can't lose them. We've already lost, you know, more important guys. Now, Tua and Penix. Penix, we can accept his option, right? Tua has been fire, but do I think he's worth a $47 million signing bonus, $108 million? I don't know if he's that quarterback. It might be time to move on for the Michael Penix experiment, even though we're trying to win a chip. Divine Diablo led us in tackles the last couple seasons, so I definitely want to bring him back as well. Take a look at everybody else here. Zachariah Branch, I want to bring him back. We'll just go regular player friendly with him. He's signed. He's especially with Stephon Diggs leaving. Clark Phillips, he probably won't play as much anymore now that, you know, Frederic has proven to be super fire. Zach Harrison, a guy we definitely need to bring back. He's been playing great up front. But this season, for sure, I'm going to remember to re-sign guys during the year because we can't let this happen. Zacchaeus, he only wants 3 M's, so we'll see if we can bring him back. That was an easy sign. I mean, because we've been winning our division and making the playoffs, so what is there to really be upset about and want to leave? 26 M's in cap space. I think we're going to let Tua walk, though. I think we're going to let Tua walk. I think that's an easy answer. Letting Tua walk and, you know, try to find a quarterback in the draft. And, you know what I mean? We don't got the bread for him anyway. Antonio Thompson. We don't got the bread to sign him. We get rid of Mike Hughes. We get the 3rd pick. We gave up our 1st this year, our 1st in 2029, 2nd next year, 4th next year, and 2nd in 2029. So we gotta make this shit count, bro. All right, boys, let's go ahead and start the NFL draft here. You know what time it is. All right, they go with left edge Owen McLean, Nick Boren left tackle to the Bucks. Let's go ahead and make our selection. We literally traded up for this man, 100% scouted. Top fits is the Browns, the Giants, and the Saints. But guess what, baby? You're coming to Atlanta. Say hello to our possible future quarterback. It's going to be between him and Michael Penix, but we just couldn't pay Tua that money. We couldn't pay Tua that money because I feel like the way he's been playing sometimes, any quarterback can kind of fit in our system. It's been one of those things. So good pick. Ranked 14th in true value. We got him at 3. He wasn't going to make it to 3, though. Cannon arm, elite immediate accuracy, processes defenses quickly, and that's going to work out in our favor. Take a look at our draft recap here. Shelton Tiller's a 76. We get a D-tackle in the 2nd round. Scott Reisner, he's a 72. We get Joey Romero in the 3rd. We get Sam Hilton in the 4th. We get a steal of a running back in Eddie Carson in the 5th, but we got Bijan Robinson. We ain't really worried about that. Pretty solid draft overall. Shelton Tiller is hitting dev trade as well. I love that. His number is atrocious, but we're gonna leave it on there. We're gonna let him wear his number that he came in here with. Went to Nebraska. So he's right after Dylan Raiola in this universe. All right, so generating the best lineup, Tiller is slightly better than Penix. Penix is a star. Hopefully Tiller is a superstar. Now, wide receivers without Stephon Diggs could be a little bit better. Maybe we focus on that our next draft. O-line is still pretty solid, except for that left tackle. That left tackle is disgusting. We definitely could be better there. Noozle, I wish he could play left tackle. That would be a great help if he could. We're gonna go ahead and try him out at left tackle. He's a center by trade. He's a center, but he's a backup left guard right now. So let's see if we can slide him on out there. Just slide him on out there. Okay, he's 81. Yes, better than a 68. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, I like that. Offense 87. Defense is back down to an 83. We got to find a new scheme that fits us now, though. 72. We might go to spread. All right, 81 West Coast zone run. Yes, please get the ball to Bijan Robinson. The base 4-3 still works in our favor as well. Not gonna lie, Stephon Diggs retiring is super crazy. Brandon Aubrey is. Can we afford him? Yeah, he's definitely gonna take Nick Folk's spot. Could we get a decent receiver? Sky Moore, Ryan Fulleroy, Juju Smith-Schuster still hanging around, not retiring. I don't want to trade and possibly get a new receiver because we got a couple that we can really work on. Malachi Fields is already a free agent. He got to be able to still be good. Jeremy Bernard. So yeah, one of these two dudes that just we're gonna get one of them. There's no way they gonna be that trash. All right, boys. So halfway done with season number 3 here with the Falcons. 3-3. We beat the Saints. That's always a plus. What we know that we focus on is winning our division. As long as we win our division, we're good. But right now, we're 3rd in our division. The Bucks are 5-2 on the year. We're 1-1. They're 1-0. So still doable. I wonder if our one loss was to the Bucks though. That changes everything. Our one loss is to the Panthers. That's never good. We started off the season shaky. 23-10. We lost a nail biter again to the Eagles. 38-10 over the Colts. 27-21 to the Panthers. Then we finally beat the Pats. So far, Shelton Tiller holding his own as a starter. 11 touchdowns, 2 picks, 65% completion percentage. On the ground, Bijan, 88 carries, 574. Finally getting the touchdowns he deserved to get with Tua, though. I don't think he had 9 touchdowns in a single season the first 2 years. And now Drake London is loving being the number 1 guy on the outside with 6 touchdowns, 3 for Robinson. Kyle Pitts has yet to score a touchdown, though. So Tiller definitely has a favorite target. All right, guys, on the road, taking on a 5-2 Jacksonville Jaguars squad. Want to see what this team could do on the field. Right now, 7-6 ball game, back and forth, defensive slugfest. Our offense is crapping out a lot here, but our defense is holding their own. Wait a second. We had a penalty on the 3rd and 11. Trevor Lawrence marching his team down the field here with ease. Big gain, little gains, 3rd and 12. They picked that up, a penalty, undisciplined ass defense. Golly, we could have gotten off the field mad times. 16-7, started the 4th quarter here. I want to see what Tiller and his offense could do. We get sacked. We get it all back. 11-yard reception by Zacchaeus. 3rd and 3. We pick that up with Bijan Robinson. Get that man the ball. Stop playing. 11-yard pass to Branch. Boom. 10 inside the red zone. Let's take a look at what the fabulous rookie can do. All right, he's underneath center here. Bijan Robinson in the backfield. We got a man in motion. Better be giving the ball to Bijan. It's going to be a little draw play, and look at the vision. Look at the move. I wish they ran the ball like this in college football, bro. What a run by Bijan Robinson. That was nasty. All right, let's see this defense can get us the ball back. Another penalty, bro. Marshawn Lattimore with a bad penalty, bro. 3rd and 4, 4th and 4. We finally forced a punt. Now it's time to see what this offense can do again. Drake London with a 15-yard pickup, 6-yard catch to Calvin Austin. We take a sack, no penalty. False start, 3rd and 1, 1st and 10. We pick it up. Another penalty. So both sides of the ball are just extremely freaking undisciplined, bro. We get a big pickup there, 15-yard pickup. Bijan Robinson through the air. Another 1st down, and we are inside the red zone. Drake London. Let's jump in and see if we can take the lead here late on the road. So Tiller and his offense is looking solid, boys. Under center a lot. I wanted more of this out of Tua. He's going to hand this one off to Bijan, and he's going to just get past the line. 15 yards, 103, 15 carries, 103 yards on the day. We're using a little bit of this clock. They do still have all 3 timeouts, so the wee little play action, bootleg. I love it. Taking a shot deep. It's 6. Bang! We're in the end zone. What a play call. Calvin Austin, we knew you were capable when we brought you in here, baby. What a call by the offensive coordinator, bro. That's huge. We got to be going for 2, right? All right. Nope. Not going for 2. Just going up 5 instead of 6. I mean, it's over more than a field goal, so that's exactly what you want. 12 seconds, 1 timeout. They actually don't need to take a shot. They can do a little quick out and just get a little bit closer. But this is Madden. Nope, they do actually check it down. And we're going to bring him down just shy. 6 seconds left here. Now, this is going to be the last play of the game. Please, for the love of everything that's good and holy, come up with a stop for us, boys. Trevor Lawrence taking a shot to the end zone and brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Pass interference on who? Pass interference on Marshawn Lattimore. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way that just happened, bro. Come on, D up. Over the middle. He drops it. Good defense. Bang. Come on. Number 2 better be Marshawn Lattimore because that's who broke up the last play. Oh, my gosh. Madden tried to sign, seal, and deliver this win to the Jags. But we get the win here in Duval. Let's go, baby. Boys, so Marshawn Lattimore is actually who made the play on the last play of the game. So he immediately made up for his mistake. He was beat. That's Travis Hunter who dropped that pass, too. Travis Hunter dropped the game-winning touchdown, running into Brian Thomas, excuse me. But then Marshawn Lattimore played all the way through the ball and made sure he dropped it. And they're giving him credit for it. Knocked away by Marshawn Lattimore. I'll take it. Way to make accountability going out there and making sure shit don't shake. All right, boys, back on the road, still in Florida, taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're 6-2 on the year. We need a big win versus them so we can continue to control the NFC South. And we are up 14-3, make that 17-3. They finally punch it in the end zone. We got to keep our offense consistent here in the fourth quarter. All right, we're moving. We take a sack. Shelton Tiller gets sacked by Bryce Young, who was drafted last year. Kyle Pitts with a 16-yard pickup. Boom, boom, boom. 2nd and 4, 3rd and 2. Let's jump in and see if we can end this ball game. All right, 3rd and 2. We need more than 3. We're up 4. Actually, no, we're up 4. We need 3 is fine. That puts us up 7. We're gonna get the ball to Bijan, and that's how you do. Get off me, truck you little ass boy. Let's go. No timeouts for Tampa Bay, and we're gonna come out in victory formation, man. You love to see it. Bijan Robinson running through somebody's face to end this game, and we are going to improve to 5-3 on the season, 2-1 in our division, and we're going to give them their first division loss as well. And we still on the road, and we come out and get another dub versus the Carolina Panthers, who bumped us off early in the season at home. 32-18 is going to be your final score. All right, so our second Buccaneers game, we head into this game both 10-4. That's crazy. From us being the NFC South that was kind of ass to now we having 2 teams that are 10-4 right now. That's crazy. We're just gonna go ahead and sim this one straight up. We come out on top. We blank them 24-0. Let's go. So once again, Baker Mayfield is completely outplayed out here by Shelton Tiller. Bijan ran for 160 of them things. Drake London caught a touchdown. Calvin Austin caught a touchdown. Love to see it. So we were just playing to make the playoffs, but now we're playing for the number 1 overall seed. We have the best record in football right now. I almost said college football. I played too much NCAA, but we have the best record. Tie. It's a 3-way tie, but we have clinched the playoffs, boys. Again, it's not the first time. We even did it as a bad team, but we've clinched the playoffs. We do lose to the Rams, 35-14. We don't just lose; they beat the brakes off us. In last game of the season, we got the Cowboys, who beat us in the playoffs last season. That's who beat us in the playoffs, I believe. We do beat the Cowboys to end the season, and we have the bye. We completed the job to get the bye. We do get 2 teams in the playoffs as well. Us and the Chargers. I think the Chargers might have ended up having the better record. Yeah, the Chargers are the number 1 overall seed, which doesn't matter if we meet them. It's in the Super Bowl. But you know what I'm saying? We both clinched at 12-5. The Bucks right behind us at 12-5. 4 12-5 teams in the NFL this year, bro. So take a look at the rookie year Shelton Tiller had. Amazing. Kind of around what Tua would do, but I feel like he had a little bit better of a year through for a little more touchdowns. And while cooking, Bijan Robinson rushed for 21 touchdowns, 1,800 rushing yards. No 1,000-yard receivers. Drake London had 6 touchdowns at the halfway point of the season. He ended with 7. Calvin Austin emerged, though, with 10 touchdowns. Zachariah Branch with 4. Pitts finally got 3. Bijan with 5. 2 for Zacchaeus. 1 lone touchdown through the air for Brian Robinson Jr. Defensively, Devon Diablo leads us in tackles once again with 175 total. 10 for loss, which is absolutely insane. And our sack man is going to be Scott Reisner. He gets 12. I was about to say, we just drafted him. We drafted Scott Reisner. That was a steal. Zach Harrison continues to eat. James Pierce Jr. with 9. Like our defense is the real deal. Our defense has been like one of the better parts of this, but they really showed their ass right there. Yearly awards is just a quarterback award, bro. That's crazy. But we do win Coach of the Year with Raheem Morris. But Bijan not winning MVP or even being up there for MVP is crazy. Tua finished top 4 in MVP voting. The Browns ended up picking him up. So, shout out to Tua for actually having a great season. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Mekhi Lemon. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Derek Brown. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Shelton Tiller. I could have seen that coming a mile away. We also win Defensive Rookie of the Year. Shout out to our 2 best guys being our rookies. Best running back goes to Bijan. We knew that. Best running back goes to Mekhi Lemon. Yeah, we ain't gonna be up there. Best lineman, Chris Lindstrom. This team is the real deal. But Devon finishes top 3 for best linebacker. Shout out to Ruben Bain Jr. and my dog. Jalen Mbakwe is going to finish best DB. Best kicker goes to Tyler Bass. Brandon Aubrey was up there, though. And Bijan was first in the NFL in rushing yards and rushing touchdowns while being 15th in carries. That's a dope little ratio right there, man. Speaking of Tua, I do want to just see what type of season he had since we let him go. He threw for 4,500 yards, 40 touchdowns, and 9 picks. All right, boys. Number 1 seed, fresh out of the bye week. Are we going to be rusty? Our defense is getting their cheeks clapped right now. Offense got to get it together. Need defense to get some stops. They finally do. And offense gets 3. Can we go down and score again? We get 3 more. We need touchdowns, fellas. Touchdowns. All right, this is a big drive right here. Oh, wait, we forced a punt. They got a black punter. Shout out to them. All right, down 5 points here. 3rd and 5, 4th and 5. We picked that up. All right, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10, 4th and 4. Penalty on the Niners. Let's go. All right, we need Tiller to have one of those drops. We need Tiller to have his playoff moment right here. At the 11-yard line. In shotgun, Bijan in the backfield, back to pass. He goes over the middle to, is that Calvin Austin? I can't tell. On the ball. They better not spike this freaking football. EA, we got to do better. Can we start picking 2 plays? Like, he should not be spiking that. 3rd and 3, though. 3rd and 3. What can Tiller do? Looks like they want to bring some pressure. Gets the snap. They do bring the pressure. Tiller throwing on the run, and it's 6. Bang! What a throw! Touchdown Falcons, baby. Yo, this young boy gonna be nasty, dog. He already nasty, but he's going to be like insane, dog. Holy, what a freaking pitch and catch. Way to get open by my guy, Branch. And now we go for 2 to go up 3. Go for 2 to go up 3. They do have all 3 timeouts. I was about to say, get the ball to Bijan. I was literally just about to say, give the ball to Bijan and watch him work. 9 seconds, 1 timeout. Brock Purdy back to pass. Oh, wow, that was a smart play call. All right, here we go. Back to pass. Purdy back to pass. He's taking a shot to the end zone. Bat it down, ball game, and we are headed back to the conference championship, boys. Let's go. What a game. What a mighty good game. Brock Purdy threw for 4 touchdowns on us. Tiller threw for 3 touchdowns on him. Looks like this was a great game. Tiller did throw 1 interception. I mean, both quarterbacks played their hearts out. Bijan did what he normally does. Pearsall killed us. 2 touchdowns. Branch had 2 touchdowns on him. Drake London 8 for 87. Like this was a dogfight, bro. Dogfight. All right, so we're taking on the 10-7 Cardinals in the NFC Championship. All right, boys, can our rookie quarterback really get us to the Super Bowl? That's the question at hand right now. Let's see how things are going to start off. Who's going to strike first? We do. 7-0. Defense gets to stop. It's a dogfight now. Can we go up 2 scores? We do. Going into the locker room up 14-0. We're driving again. We're up 21-0. We're up 28-0. We are we're headed to the Super Bowl, boys. Headed to the Super Bowl. Oh my goodness, I couldn't speak. Season 3. We're headed to the Super Bowl, fellas. All it took, quarterback was the missing piece. Even though Tua had a great season with the Browns, that wasn't winning football. We were one quarterback away from winning football. Shout out to Lenore Sellers. He played his butt off. But Bijan wanted it more, 135 yards. Drake London, Zachariah Branch, Kyle Pitts. You know what I mean? Marvin Harrison scored a touchdown on us. We're one game away, boys, for the first championship with one of these Atlanta teams, boys. Come on. The goal is to win a championship with all 3 teams in one season. But shit, if I just win one with each, I might take that too. Believe it or not, this is my first look at what a Super Bowl looks like in Madden this year. I have not played franchise. This is literally my first franchise experience in Madden 26, and Madden 27 is about to come out. But nonetheless, I'm excited. You see the boys running out? Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. Shelton Tiller, true freshman, true rookie, a pure rookie going up against Justin overrated Herbert. I'm on record saying Justin Herbert is extremely overrated in real life, and I think he's going to be that in Madden as well. I'm looking for a dogfight here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my goodness. Who would have thought the Falcons would be the first team to make the championship in this rebuild? I didn't have that on my bingo list. I didn't have that on my bingo card, boys. So let's go ahead. We're going to do what we normally do. We're going to go ahead and sim. We're going to go quarter by quarter. They strike first. We answer right back. Defense gets a stop. All right, going into the next quarter, second quarter here. They get 3. We get 3. We get a stop. We get 7. Can we get a stop before half? We do. That's huge. That's huge. Starting off the second half with the ball, we do nothing with it. We get it back. We drive. We get a stop here in the fourth quarter. 17-10. 2 very high prolific offenses, not doing a lot of scoring here in the Super Bowl. Big time 72-yard rush by Bijan Robinson. Let's go. That's huge. Can the defense get a stop here? 3rd and 13, 4th and 7. They go for it and they get it. Justin Herbert hits Arondé Gadsden. Can defense get off the field? 3rd and 14, big sack, and then we incomplete pass, and they get their 3. All right, so this is a big drive for our offense here. Let's see what Tiller and these boys can do. Let's see if we can pretty much ice and win the Super Bowl with this drive. It all comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen. Even if we get 3, that's huge. It's play action, rolling out to his left, even though he's right-handed. Drake May picks up a yard. 171 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks in this game. So it pretty much looks like it's been all Bijan, which, you know what I mean, can you fault a man for that? Another play action. He outruns the edge rusher, and he's going to hit Calvin Austin. No, Zachariah Branch. He's going to hit him, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 here. We got to get a ball to Bijan right here. Short yardage, get a ball to the best player on the field. Thank you. He gets the first down. Yes, sir. 6 for 130 in his ball game for Bijan Robinson. 6 for 130, boys. That's insane. That's actually crazy as heck. All right. In shotgun here. It's going to be another handoff to Bijan. And nowhere to go. He loses 2 yards here. All right, 2nd and 12. Across the 40. We want to at least try to get in the field goal range. Kyle Pitts in motion. Changing up the stack a little bit. They only rush 4. We hit Pitts. Kyle Pitts is going to pick up 8, excuse me. 3rd and 4 here. Do we turn around and hand it off to Bijan? Do we go to the air? I think we turn around and hand the ball off to Bijan. Well, we go to the air. We trust the rookie. He's taking a shot, and it's a dot. First down. Zachariah Branch comes down with the catch. This rookie is fearless in the biggest game of his career. 3rd and short. He throws a perfect ball over 2 defenders to his receiver, hands it off to Bijan. Bijan running into his blocker. He picks up 2 yards. So we will soon be coming to get – no, we got the first timeout already. I was going to say we're soon to come and get these timeouts. We already got one from the Chargers. Tiller changes things up at the line. Here we go. He's back to pass. Quick pass to Drake London. Nowhere to go. A lot of blue jerseys over there. We get timeout number 2. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 here at Hard Rock Stadium. The house that Miami built. Here we go. 4-point lead here. We're in field goal range, but I don't want a scary play call. I do not want a scary play call because we're in field goal range. Back to pass. And thought it was a dot. It looked like he had Kyle Pitts underneath. So that's going to bring up Brandon Aubrey, who does have, superstar X factor. This should be a focused kick for him. This should be a chip shot. High snap. Please don't tell me he missed it. Terrible snap. Terrible snap. Terrible snap, ladies and gentlemen. It's up to this defense here. It's up to this defense here. All right. Justin Herbert putting a drive together here. Under a minute left. They have one timeout. They've been moving the ball with ease, it looks like. What can this defense do? Does this defense match the fly of the offense? Does this defense want it more? Justin Herbert back to pass. Bat it down. Is that Frederic, my guy? One of the biggest draft picks we got in his rebuild so far. It was a steal of a draft pick as well. We rushed 4, and that's batted down, knocked away. Marshawn Lattimore playing through the ball. 4th down, ladies and gentlemen. 4th and 4, 30 seconds left. They do have 2 4th down conversions here in this ball game. 2 4th down conversions here in this ball game. Herbert back to pass. Pressure gets to him. He delivers a strike, 1st down. That's that's 3rd and final timeout for the Chargers. Ice cold water running through his veins for Justin Herbert, boys. Rushing 3. He's taking a shot to the end zone. He's wide open. Ladd McConkey is going to bring down the catch. Boys, how does that happen? Do they go for 2? They're challenging it, but it's a touchdown. We've seen that he got both feet down. It's no way he didn't get both feet down. It's a catch. There's 1. There's 2. That's 6. Oh, wait, they're going for 2. The Chargers are going for the win here in the Super Bowl. I didn't even know that was programmed in Madden. All right, boys, we got to get it stopped. We got to get it stopped, and we batted away. Marshawn Lattimore. Let's go. Let's go. Same thing he did versus Travis Hunter earlier in the season. Victory formation. Oh, wait, onside kick. Onside kick, onside kick. We better recover that. Okay, we recovered the onside kick. Get down, get down, get down. And Zacchaeus has secured a Super Bowl win for your Atlanta Falcons, ladies and gentlemen. Your Atlanta Falcons are going to be Super Bowl champions here in season 3, 2028. Let's go. Ring the alarm, sound the alarms. We got it done. We were 1 quarterback away. Bijan Robinson and Tiller helped carry this team to a championship. I told y'all Justin Herbert was a fraud, baby. He's a fraud, baby. Let's go, man. Oh my gosh. We built this team through the draft. We made a couple trades. Yeah, we made a couple trades, if I'm not mistaken. But for the most part, we built this team through the draft, bro. This was good old-fashioned home cooking to get this draft. To get this Super Bowl. Now it's all up to the Hawks and the Braves to see if they can do what the Falcons did here for the city of Atlanta, winning this championship in Miami, not too far from Atlanta. So we probably have a ton of fans here. And Raheem Morris and Todd Bowles, 2 black coaches, get the job done here in the Super Bowl. Let's go, bro. Player stats, Justin Herbert, he played well. 2 touchdowns, no picks. Tillers, 1 touchdown, no picks. Both under 300 yards. Omarion Hampton went crazy, but Bijan 8 for 132 touchdowns. Keaton Mitchell had a touchdown for them. Ladd McConkey killed us. 2 touchdowns, 10 for 131. Drake May, 8 for 97. Gatson had 98 yards on us. A touchdown for Branch. Their receivers killed us. Ladd McConkey has become a dog, bro. He's a dog in real life, but he became a dog, bro. Like, GG. Shout out to my defense, though. Defense wins championships, boys, as you can see. So we're back over here with the Hawks. It's going to be season 2's offseason. KD had his farewell tour. He's going to retire. James Harden's going to retire. Bradley Beal retires as a free agent. Harrison Barnes, Jonas Valanciunas, Jordan Clarkson. There's some big names that is going to be leaving the league. Gabe Vincent even retires with just 7 years in. It's crazy. You used to not see a lot of people retire so early, but it is what it is. Now, time for the NBA draft. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm low-key just looking to trade my draft picks if we can. If we can make something shake with those. Let's go ahead and trade finder here. Not really moving it. Josh Hart only making 6 M's. I feel like he can help. Yeah, we got Asa Newell. We got Huff and Okonkwo. And Hart is even better than him. I like the way Swain played last year. Richard Sher is still good. Dame Lillard is coming back at 38, but he's probably going to regress a little bit as well. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and pick up Josh Hart. We're gonna pick up Josh Hart with that pick. Let's see what they take. They take Sean Battle, and I wonder how good Sean Battle is. He ended up being a 73. He's not bad. 22 years old. Only 180 in his draft. That's Dane Tyler. He went number 2 overall. Not a lot of crazy, talent in his draft, so I'm cool. No rookie signings. We didn't pick anybody in the second round. Team options, AJ DeBansta, of course. Ace and Newell, we're definitely gonna be picking up on his option. Even though we brought in Josh Hart, this kid is nice. Kyan Anthony, just for the name's sake, we'll keep him as well. Boom. Luka Doncic did not accept his player option. Ricochet, of course, we're gonna make a qualifying offer on him. I know we can't afford Luka. Negative 36 M's in the hole, bro. And we would go over the salary cap. God dang it. We don't have no bird rights on this man. That's tough. We lose him to the Pacers. Not a good sign. Player progression. Jalen Johnson's already regressing at 26 years old. The band says now at 88. Jordan Smith Jr. is getting better. Swain goes up +5. That's huge. Corey gets better. Kyan Anthony goes up +3. All right, losing Ricochet was not ideal. Unable to afford that man. That's tough. Nikhil Alexander-Walker starting again. Swain off the minutes. Like, we still have a really, really solid team. Josh Hart is still going to be really, really good for us. All right, boys. So going into the season, this is what the squad is going to look like. A lot of minutes to go around, but I think a little bit too much. We do play better when our bench is a lot deeper. I will admit that. But we're going to calm this down a little bit. I want DeBansta. I want him to get a lot of minutes, bro. Him and Jalen Johnson need to be on the court a lot. All right, so we start off the season at home versus Knicks. AJ DeBansta, 23, 19 for Swain, 17 for Smith Jr. Johnson was 16, 11, and 8. Jalen Brunson gave us his normal 25, but that's definitely a good sign. Let's see what we do the rest of this month. We're starting off pretty good. Nope, I'm not going to make that trade. We beat the Thunder as well. We beat Darren Peterson and the Bulls. That's a good sign because they beat the brakes off of us in the playoffs, bro. All right, let's see what we can do here in the Garden on the road. We already beat the Knicks once earlier this season, but I want to see what the team is looking like without Ricochet. I might say one of our better defenders who we love to call on in the clutch. They're running away with it a little bit here, and I don't think we got enough. Yeah, it's not enough time left for us to come back. We're going to end up losing this one by 7. Cat gave us 42 and 15. Absolutely no answer for him. I keep saying we don't need a center, but a Okonkwo, it might be time for him to go. The next time they offer us Walker Kessler, we might be taking that trade, bro. I'm not going to lie. That might be the missing piece for real. Anything we can do to take from Darren Peterson, we will do that. Walker Kessler doesn't need to be over there. Oh, they want to give up a Ooh, Asa Newell. I like that kid, though. I don't really want to get rid of him. The Bulls trying to get their draft pick back. Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Do we miss much, though? Do we miss much getting rid of that? Kessler makes a lot more money than him. But that's a straight up trade. We're going to do that. Maybe we move Okonkwo to the 4. Ain't no way. All right, I got an idea. All right, boom. We're going to go Jordan Smith Jr., AJ DeBansta, Jalen Johnson at the 3, Okonkwo at the 4, Kessler at the 5. Dwayne coming off the bench. He could easily be a starter, averaging 18. I love it. DeBansta averaging 26. Kessler averaging pretty much what what's his name was averaging. Josh Hart giving us Josh Hart numbers. Corey playing well off the bench. Newell still playing well. Huff playing well. Like this team, we're pretty good for the most part. We got some decent chemistry, even though we just traded Alexander Walker. Chemistry's at an 88. And they've been offering us Walker Kessler this whole entire sim. 58 wins on the year. Victor wins another MVP. Dane Tyler, Rookie of the Year. 6-man goes to Cameron Williams. Vic wins another Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved goes to Thomas Sorber, which is crazy. It definitely should go to Dalen Swain, but It is what it is. Miss Johnson, Coach of the Year. They also won Executive of the Year. He's the first team All NBA. We have nobody on it. I'm sure he averaged 30 again. He averaged 28. We need somebody to knock the Bulls off before we play them, bro. It is what it is. AJ DeBonsta, though, makes third team All NBA. His first All NBA team, averaging 26. He just keeps getting better and better as the seasons go on. No first team All Defense, no second team All Defense. It is what it is. And of course, we're going to be the 2 seed. We play one in the playing games. All right, so let's go ahead and simulate the playing round. Detroit plays the Bulls, and we play the Pacers. That's what I love to see. So take a look at the final stats. The Monster averaged 27. That's what we believed him to be. Jalen Johnson, 16.7, 18.9 for Jordan Smith. The 17.8 for Dalen Swain after averaging 2 and then 9.3. Absolutely criminal that he didn't win Most Improved. You know what I mean? Josh Hart, Corey, all them boys off the bench, Newell, they're giving us what we need. We're going to keep the rotation the same going into the playoffs. We're going to see if we need to change anything here. We're at home court advantage versus the Pacers. And let's see if we can get Ricochet and them boys up out of here. We need another deep playoff run here, boys. Back and forth in the fourth. I will jump in if need be. We're running away with it. It's a free throw game. We're up double digits. We're going to get a dub here in the first game of the series. Swain with 21 leads us in scoring. Ricochet gave us 26. So he's proven that he is indeed a number one option, or the option we thought he can be. He goes up 6 points per game, but he doesn't have any help. He's got an old man, Anthony Davis. He's got a Keon Johnson. He's got Sarr, Bagley, Neesmith. To Halliburton just played 37 minutes and didn't score. Still at 92 overall. So shout out to our guys there. Game number 2 here in the A at State Farm Arena. They get off to a fast start. We're still in it, back and forth. We're down a few going into the fourth quarter. Just keep the game close, boys, and we'll jump in it. Get a couple stops. That's the thing. We're scoring, and they don't stop scoring. 5 minutes left, tie ball game. They're up 2. Tie ball game. They're up 2 again. Under 3 minutes left, excuse me. Let's jump into this game. What? Smith Jr. is this, for whatever reason, good lay. He's who we always give the ball to in the clutch. And I know he can score, but you averaged 26 this year, the Monster. Good defense, boys. Good defense. Yes. Great defensive possession. Push it. Find the Monster on the outside. On the wing, he's wide. This man just want to force some shit. Do what you do, Smith. Do what you do. You don't listen to you rocking a baby, but you rocking my blood pressure up and down as well, brother. Will he silence the crowd in Atlanta? I don't want to go to OT. Get around the screen. 4, 3, 2, 1. Game. Halliburton just hit the game winner over Smith after that terrible freaking pass, bro. The Banster with 21, 15 from Johnson, 12 from Smith, 5 for 16, yet he has the ball down the stretch. I'm not understanding why. Halliburton gave us 32 on 11 and 21 shooting. Piss poor coaching. Game 3 on the road. We win that one. We're up 2-1. Game 4, they tie that one back up. Here we are. We're up 3 games to 2. In Game 5 in Atlanta, we're heading back to Indy is what I meant to say. Smith Jr., 33 points. But I just don't understand. Like, we got to work on some tendencies or who the play calls are going through, because I don't mind my point guard scoring a lot of points, but that just ain't what the overall game plan is for real. Game 7 on the way. Halliburton 33 and 13. Our boys played kind of well. So in Game 7, we end up beating the brace off the Pacers. 33 points for our guy Swain. 10 for 16, 5 for 9 from 3, 8 for 8 from the free throw line. And after that, everybody else just kind of followed suit and did what it was they needed to do. Ricochet, I mean, shout out to him. Kudos to him. He went over there, got his bag, you know what I mean? And then he showed out. He played really, really well. Got that team somewhere that they probably didn't expect to be after the play-in. Now, second round, we got the Miami Heat. Who is on the Heat? DeJounte Murray, former Hawk, Tyler Hero, Cam Whitmore, Jonathan Kuminga. They still got Bam, Kasparis, Jakuanis, Isaiah Hartenstein, Wendell Carter. Oh my goodness, they got a squad over there. They got a squad over there. I'm not even gonna hold you. That's a tough team. We tied things back up in Game 4. Here we are in Game 5, still at home in Atlanta. They get off to a fast start. And can we calm the storm? Can we do what this year's champions, the Knicks, did? No lead is safe. No lead. Yeah, walk them down. Walk them down, boys. Walk them down, boys. Walk them down. Down 5. I mean, tie ball game, 105, 105. DeBon still playing against Wendell Carter. He passed that into Hartenstein. I mean, Swain ain't have a chance in hell there. You definitely don't force the shot with Wendell Carter Jr. on you, bro. I mean, 37% contested. Green it or not, that's just not a good look, man. Cam Whitmore, Tyler Hero, great defense. We need a board. Let's go. Push it. AJ, work. You got Tyler Hero on you. Bro, he has Tyler Hero on him, and he won't go to the rack, dog. I don't understand the game. Work the mismatches. Here go a forced layup. Like, I don't understand the logic in this game. I truly don't understand the logic in this game. And then we give that up. You pass it behind you. Down 3. He about to shoot some bull. Good pass. Kessler finish. Thank you. Okay. I take it back. I take it back. Come on, fellas. AJ locking in. Get around the screen. Good pull up by Tyler Hero. It's off, though. All right, we got a chance to take the lead here. Kessler, keep running the floor. Pass. I do it. Good pass. Hey, on that rim! On that rim! All right, boys. 1 point lead here. One thing I ain't really worried about is our defense, except for when we go up against Halliburton, obviously. We usually play great defense. Get around the screen, AJ. Moving screen. You can't do that. We got to knock down both of these 2-5. Oh, my goodness. He ain't the greatest of free throw shooters. 67% on that free throw. Here we go. Second one's up. Woo! Touched every part of the rim, but it got up in there. No timeouts for Miami. Tyler Hero pushing it, pushing it. Good defense, AJ. Good defense, AJ. Good defense, AJ. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. DeBon still with 31 points. That's why he should have the ball. Swain with 25. I mean, Smith Jr. do be eating 21. Jalen Johnson was very disappointing here. 28 minutes getting virtual cardio, just 3 points, 8 boards, 3 assists. Probably was playing great defense, though. Probably was playing great defense. All right, boys. Game 6. Can we get a win here on the road in Miami? I'm in Miami, bitch. Yeah. Okay. Up 8 here late. Up 10 here late. Up double digits here late. And we are going to secure the victory and move on to the conference championship. I believe it's our second time here. But here in game 6, Kuminga gave us 32, Whitmore 23. That was the issue. Their main guys didn't do their main thing. DeBonsta gave him 30, Swain 28. This kid is really coming along, bro. Corey 17. Smith just scored a ton. But the Banster, man, averaging 20, the same 26.7 he averaged in the regular season. He's averaging that right now in the playoffs. Let's go. Can the Raptors beat the Bulls? They can't. Oh my gosh, I'm tired of Darren Peterson. I'm tired. He averaging 32 in the playoffs. God, do we have an answer for this man? 1 seed versus 2 seed. I don't know that we have an answer for Darren Peterson, bro. I mean, because he just scores a ton of points, but we got up on their ass quick here in the United Center. Hold on, we got up on them quick here, game 1 in the United Center. He gave us 24. The Banster gave us 24. Smith Jr. 23. 16 from Swain. Series has started. We went on a road. Can we walk him down? We do. It's back and forth. Darren Peterson is definitely going off. Darren Peterson, however you say his name. All right, it's just the third. I thought it was the fourth. I was about to jump in. They're running away with it late. Dang. Can we walk him? No, we can't walk him down. Yeah, down 10, 30 seconds left. 126, 119 in this ball game. He gave us a 40 ball. A 40 ball, bro. Swain gave us 30. DeBonsta, he played well, but he got to shoot more. All right, so we win game 2. Take a look. I mean, we win game 4, excuse me. The band said 19. Darren gave us he gave us 25. I mean, still led all scores. All right, we tie it up, going to game 7. Game 6, AJ gave us 33. Peterson actually shot well, but not good from 3. And the rest of his squad didn't do anything. All right, boys. So we got a 2-point lead here in game 7 on the road in the United Center. It's a whiteout going on, too. I don't know, but nonetheless, we got to try to hold this lead, bro. Oh, DeBonsta gets caught behind the screen. He tries to recover. There's no help. It's crazy. No help on the best player on the court is crazy, bro. And where is Smith Jr.? I don't know. He won't take a bad shot, but now it's DeBonce's turn. Will he take a bad shot? Oh, look at how they're moving. This is disgusting, bro. Oh, excuse me. Maybe he smoked the layup. Yeah, switching sliders don't work in this game. Good shot. He smoked it. All right, so timeout. All right, y'all. So I'm sorry for this Game 7 blunder with the sliders. These sliders are freaking horrible, but we're gonna make the most of what we got, bro. Smith Jr. in the game, ready for a bad layup attempt. He does have a game winner in this sim as well, though. Oh, he makes Giddey's fall. Get to the rack, lay me. Get off me, Josh Giddey, boy. All right, boys. 3.6 left on the clock. You know who's getting the rock. If they go to Giddey, we're happy. Oh, yeah, we're happy. We're happy. We're happy. They went to Giddey over Peterson, and we are going to the finals. We have a shot. Season 3, we have a shot, boys. We have a shot to win 2 chips in the same city, in the same season, in the same calendar year. The Bandits are lifting up that Eastern Conference Championship trophy. Of course, he's going to be the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. So Wimbayana wins it again over there in the Western Conference. You know what I mean? It is what it is. AJ wins it over on our side. Spurs, Hawks in the finals. I need to change these. Oh, that's why, because these stupid ass sliders put everything on 0. Got it. Because I'm like, yo, why are they moving so slow? The dribbling is ass. But okay. Oh, here we go. Best computer versus computer. We're gonna see what these look like in the finals versus Wimbayama. They got their core: Harper, Castle, Carter Bryant, Kareem Lopez, Victor Wimbayama. They still got Fox coming off the bench. Vassell. Like how did they keep this team together? What kind of witchcraft with their money do they got going on? Now I kind of wish we would have got Porzingis earlier in the year, but I think Walker Kessler is gonna hold his own. He is 7-2. He's not a bum. Here we go. Game 1 on the road in San Antonio, boys. And we get off to a fast start. Of course, they're going to walk us down a little bit. And they run away with the lead. They got championship pedigree at this point. Like they've been winning a lot in this universe. And they're going to take game 1. They're going to take game 1. I'll give them that. So game 1 goes to Victor. De'Aaron Fox actually off the bench killed us. The bounce still played good. Smith Jr. continues to take terrible shots. Don't like that. All right, boys. Down 3. Minute 13 left here in the game. De'Aaron Fox is bound to make a mistake, so just lock in and play smart. They're going to try to get the ball to Victor. He's setting the screen, get around it. De'Aaron Fox, told you De'Aaron Fox is bound to mess up. Pass the ball, Walker Kessler. Jalen Johnson, and what? Let's go, baby, on that rim. We got to knock these down, boy. Good money. The guards just refuse to get the big man the ball. Victor, that's off. Great D, Walker. Get the ball to guard. Get the ball to guard. Thank you. AJ, work on Castle. No. Reset. We love giving this man the ball down the stretch. He's going to force some BS. Oh, that's a good shot. That's a good shot. Smith, my bad. Victor on the other side. They're going to try to run a pick and roll. We're around that. We see that. Good D. Come on, Walker. Come on, Kessler. 7-2 versus 7-4. Oh, let's go, baby. Huh? I said Walker Kessler might be the missing piece. I do like the way they're playing. They're going to work. Oh, what a shot. That's off, though. Kessler on the boards. Let's go. This is what the Spurs in real life just did with the Knicks. All right, so we win game 3. We're up 2-1 in the series. Smith Jr. with 21, DeBanster with 20. Victor gave us 18, 5-9 shooting. He just got to shoot more shots. All right, let's go to Simcast here. Josh Hart is fully healed. Okay, have computer adjusted. At home. Can we get a win here at home? We're kind of running away with it, and they're chipping away. We're playing well. Oh, yeah. Free throw game. And we get the dub 121-109 here in the A. Up 3-1. Headed back to San Antonio. AJ gave us 31. He took a lot of shots for 31. Swain took a lot of shots for this 18. They both had 8 made free throws. 2 for 10 from 3 is crazy, Swain. I ain't gonna hold you, cuz that's crazy. Crazy. De'Aaron Fox led them to scoring once again. Victor 6 for 20 shooting. This is for all the marbles right here, boys. On the road in San Antonio. This is where the Knicks won their championship. They're natty. I play too much college. And it doesn't look like we're going to follow suit with the Knicks now what am I talking about? We lose by 30. We lose by 30 here. 31 from Victor, 31 from Fox. Everybody else is killing. Our top two did what they did. Walker Kessler didn't even play bad. We just didn't have an answer for them boys. They put up 38. They put up 30 or more, 32 or more in every single quarter of that game. Now here we are back in Atlanta. Could we win it? Could we win in front of our home fans? That would be something, right? Winning in front of our home fans. Okay, it looks like Victor and them boys is not playing with us. Can we walk this lead down? Can we walk this lead down? Yeah, can we walk this lead down? All right, boys, on the road, game 7, not where we wanted to be. We get off to a very, very big start. Oh my goodness. Did we blow the Spurs out at home for the chip? Did we blow out the San Antonio Spurs at home for the chip? Brother, get the ball to the monster, man. Let's go, boys. Let's work with them. You know, we don't control anything. We haven't controlled anything this whole entire rebuild. But since this game is over and we're not going to change the outcome of this game, I want to have fun with the draft pick that is bringing us a chip. The second chip in this season. Now we are just waiting on the Braves to get the job done. Season number 3. All the teams except for the Braves, basketball and football made the playoffs every single year and everything like that. And we had deep playoff runs, and we get it done in the 3rd season. The Braves are the team I'm the most worried about winning in season number 3. I don't think they can get it done, but 2 out of 3 right now is fire. And the Walker Kessler trade ultimately is what did it for us. We couldn't get over the hump with everybody else. We bring in Walker Kessler, and suddenly we get it done. We take Victor Wembanyama to 7 games. We win here in San Antonio. Seems to be a favorite place to win for people that play against Victor Wembanyama. He doesn't know how to protect his house. He should have signed with Under Armour. Quinn Snyder, we brought him back after he was a free agent this summer as well. This is my first time seeing a 2K celebration on the championship this year too, because I have not played in my NBA this season, just like I didn't play franchise in Madden. So this is definitely a plus. A little bit underwhelming. Like, they ain't really celebrating or lifting the trophy or nothing like that. They're not. Oh, there it is. There's the podium shot. I'm waiting for the podium shot. And did Smith Jr. win the Finals MVP over AJ DeBonsta? We're gonna wait and see who wins. Who wins Finals MVP? Wow, Jordan Smith Jr. wins Finals MVP. I didn't see that coming. In the closeout game, DeBonsta had 30. Smith Jr. had 21, 5, and 11. So really not sure how he won Finals MVP. It is what it is. I feel like that was DeBonsta's. He carried us the whole entire playoffs, and we are the champions. But Jordan Smith averaged 21. Oh, so in the finals, he averaged 21, 4 and 8, shooting 40%, 48%, 77% from 3, and he played great defense. We knew he could play great defense. That's one thing he was going to do, is play great defense. And Atlanta Hawks are your champions here in season number 3. We got one more chip to win, boys. One more chip to win. So after losing in the NLCS to the Dodgers 4-2, they go on to sweep the Houston Astros. Now the Braves have a lot of pressure on them right now. Falcons won the Super Bowl. Hawks won the NBA Finals. Now this offseason is put up or shut up time to see if we can go and win a World Series. Now, nobody on our team is going to retire this year. Giancarlo Stanton retires due to his ability. That's tough to see. I really don't think we can afford anybody else if we bring him in, but we don't need much. And he's not going to sign. No, he does. Clark Schmidt does sign. Okay, so that's huge. That's huge. That's an 80 overall pitcher. Oh, Rule 5 player draft. We got a starting pitcher alert. Ryan Pepiot, 81 overall. Yeah, so that's an easy pickup. Same thing with Tanner Houck last year, but this time we got an 81 overall. So looking at the depth chart here, going into the season, Michael Harris out in left, Trout out in center, Acuna out in right, Ozzy still at second, Matt Olson left first. We got Chris Bryant, who's a 58 overall. That's so sad, bro. That's so sad that Chris Bryant is a freaking 58 overall, bro. Jazz Chisholm still at short, Austin Riley at third, Luis Arias. Now, I'm thinking about calling up Miguel Castro, who's just 19 years old, but he's one of the better players in the whole entire organization. How do you just look at people's stats in this game? Golly. His hitting isn't quite ready yet. That's the only thing really holding him back. But he's in AAA this year. Coming over here to high A, we drafted well again. Sylvester Clements is a B potential, 21 years old, 67 overall. Pedro Cabrera, who we traded for from the Yankees, I believe that was. Just dumping we were just dumping contracts. He's a 77 overall. He could be ready to pitch at any moment, to be honest with you. Take a look at starting pitchers. He's up there with some of the best ones we got, but at 20 years old, he's just not going to be able to pitch over some of the guys we already have here. But the team is looking really, really solid going into the spring. All right, so a month in the season, we're sitting at 5.5 games out of first of our division, 3.5 games under 500. I just feel like I can smell the underachievement going on here. I'll let the computer handle that. We're focusing on trying to make the playoffs. 10.5. I mean, we're 10 games back, 2 games back of the Phillies still. Do we have any all-star starters? Of course we don't. We can't even win games. ALC, oh man, we got really hot here. A game back of the Phillies to win the division. And we have a head-to-head with the Mets. We are tied in a 3-way tie for the wild card as well. This is absolute pandemonium. We're at Citi Field on the road. Spencer Strider, who's 13-7 on the year, he actually found a way to get it together. Cabrera got called up as well. He's 1-0. Pepiot looks like he was still out of the pen. I'm thinking about spot starting him, but I'm a trusting Strider, even though last time we used him, it was so bad. All right, boys, here we go. First inning, we get nothing. Both teams, goose eggs. 0-0 through 2. Acuna strikes out. Olsen grounds out. Castro is out. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's got this inning. So wait, Castro is up playing in the big league club and has a hit today? All right, Austin Riley hits into a double play. You got to be kidding me. Oh, we get a double play of our own. All right, this is a duel right now. Spencer Strider's pitching his ass off, bro. So is Nolan McLean, however you say his name. All right, ground out, walk, ground out, ground out. Oh my goodness. Top 7. Ground out, fly out. All right. Strider's pitching well, but I think we have to go to the pin here. I'm going to bring in Pepiot. Here we go. Pepiot, not Pepiot. He gives up a 2-run bomb. No way he gives up a 2-run bomb to MJ Melendez, bro. So they go to the pin. Oh, we get a home run out of Michael Harris. That's huge. Single by Mike Trout. Single from Acuna. A fly out. Castro, we need you, young fella. Here's a pitcher change, and he pops out. All right, Pepiot. He gives up a single. He gets out of that inning. Top 9. Strikeout for Baldwin. Strikeout for Austin Riley. Arise gets walked. All right, here we go. Single from Albies. That's going to bring up Michael Harris. Come on, get through. Diving play by Lindor. He throws it away. Save. He had to rush the throw. E6. That's going to turn the lineup over. Cameron Cawley is going to be pitch running here on second. That brings up Mike Trout, who's 1 for 4 on the day. He hung it. That's going to be the ball game. All right, so both us and the Phillies are 1 game behind the Mets right now. I mean, we can't afford to get swept. We got to win this game. All right, we get a single there from Michael Harris, who continues to hit the ball well in this series. Mike Trout strikes out. Acuna with a single. That's going to bring up Olsen. We score a run on a single. We score 2 runs on a single on a double from Jazz Chisholm. Let's go. 5-1 here in this ball game, boys. Double play, big double play. Let's go. Can we get more runs here? All right, we're going. Okay, single for Michael Harris. Another knock. 3 for 3 in this ball game. Mike Trout is going to strike out. Suarez gives up a home run. That's going to do it for him on the day. We're going to bring in Dodd. He gives up another home run to Varsho. Another home run to Alvarez. Ain't no way. And he still has one more hitter to pitch to. Oh my goodness. Get him out of here. It's gonna bring up Toro. Get him out of here. And that's a walk. We finally get out of that inning. That's ridiculous, bro. All right, we get a leadoff single from Acuna. We're gonna go hit and run. 2-run bomb. Matt Olson gets us 2 runs back. We got a 3-run lead. Let's go, Matt. And we give up another home run to Francisco Lindor. Soto's hit by a pitch. Bo Bichette grounds out. We get a fly out on Varsho, and we get another fly out. Here in the top of the 8th inning, we go 3 up, 3 down. I need a 2-run. I need a 2-inning save from Abreu. Ground out, strikeout, home run. Golly. And we finally got it in here. Can we get some insurance runs? Trout strikes out. Single from Acuna. Hit and run. We get a pop out. Let's go ahead and steal second. Runner in scoring position for Jazz. He pops out. Abreu strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 2-inning save. We beat the Mets here 7-6. What a game. Matt Olson, player of the game, 3 for 4, 3 runs scored, a home run, 3 RBIs, and a walk. Let's go. So we end the season with a 3-way tie. The way the tiebreaker's set up, we're in second place, it looks like. And that means for the wild card, wait a minute. For the wild card, oh, wait, look, okay. The X means, oh, wait. So did we win? X says you clinched a playoff berth. Oh, we clinched the division. Oh, okay. So us, the Braves, we just clinched the division with that win. But the Mets and the Phillies also clinched a playoff berth, and the Diamondbacks clinched the wild card. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Wait, oh, what? So we didn't even make the playoffs? Wait a minute, I'm confused. So how do we finish second in the division, but we don't make the wild card? That don't even make sense. How we all finish with the same record? I finished above the Phillies. We have a better division record and everything. Like, how did we not win the division with the better division record? The tiebreaker is crazy. I don't get that tiebreaker. And we got fired. We officially got fired as the Braves manager. And I don't even think we could get back on the Braves if we wanted to. So I guess that means we officially failed the challenge. So in the end, the Atlanta Braves are the one team that couldn't come out here and get the job done. Super Bowl with the Falcons, NBA Finals with the Hawks, and then the Braves in the same season don't even make the playoffs. I still don't understand that tiebreaker. Somebody down in the comment section below, please explain it to me. But also down there, y'all let me know what team it is y'all want to see me use next. We're going to spin the wheel, but let me know what team you guys more than likely want to see. We failed the first challenge. That's fine. Hopefully with the new city, we succeed and do a little bit better. But as far as Atlanta, we couldn't get it done.